All right, what's going on? My name is Jose, aka Isano Monjo. Today we're in Sherm's Den of Otakus.
This is not a cold open to the podcast, and I'm angry about it.
I was recording, but a lot of it was just like,
Sherm's
should we talk about
Den.
this? Should we talk about this? So I didn't think a lot of that was like very funny. So.
Yeah, you just got a cold open.
No, I've been recording. I don't
no,
think
but don't cold open on the fucking us reviewing the news. You just gotta give us say you got to do something for 2 minutes and let us we'll find something to fucking talk about.
I mean, it'll either go back to Fate, Yu-Gi-Oh, or wrestling.
Well,
That's not true. He doesn't watch wrestling.
That's not true.
He doesn't anymore.
I don't know. I got into
I
wrestling.
don't even watch wrestling anymore.
So wrestling is off the table.
Once
beyond,
Cody finished his story, I was like,
interest.
all right, I saw this to the natural conclusion. We're done here.
Good enough.
We'll come back later, I'm sure.
So episode 6, how are we feeling?
Oh,
You know,
I need food real bad.
hey, you know,
I need food.
we would have
after
been
the pod.
past 10 episodes had we continued after those first 2 that we started
I
back
think
in
it's
like January.
good. The first 2 will never see the light of day.
That's true.
I agree, honestly.
That was pretty bad. Now, quick question: if I switched these mics out for like ones that you could just hold, would you guys be into that?
No.
I mean, like, I would like to fidget with it a bit, but I would need
It's
to like
gonna
be able
get
to set
picked
it
up.
down
It's
somewhere.
gonna get picked up in the audio.
No, I just mean moving around.
No, you can't.
Now that we
okay.
Leave it where it is.
now that we all have headphones, do we all see like where my struggles be coming
put
from?
those headphones on, sure.
Is this? Yeah, this is good. No, I don't.
Yeah, I actually like it with the headphones.
Yeah,
I can't.
it helps. I don't like listening to myself with these headphones, but I have to because I'm obviously the
Yeah,
one
you're the
doing
guy
everything.
in charge.
Okay, so welcome, Jose Isano's Den of Otakus. Jose's Den of Otakus.
You have so many cans. Why do you have so many cans, brother?
I like drinking fluids.
Is that the Mountain Dew?
Kickstarts?
Kickstarts.
Yeah.
It's also got a Polar Seltzer
Oh, yeah.
and a Diet Pepsi.
And a Diet Pepsi.
That costs $4.99.
Okay, so
The Pepsi?
Do you want a tip?
No tip.
Guess you're never coming back.
So you brought this up earlier. Like, did you ever read Twin Star Exorcist? By the way, this is like manga to be ending.
So no, I thought about it a little bit, because like the beginning of the series didn't seem all that bad. Like literally, it's like, okay, they're fighting, from what I remember, like supernatural entities. Main dude is a guy, I believe, that like has a hard time controlling his power, and he's kind of an idiot. And then he meets his partner, who is like very composed, very controlled, really good at what she does. But like they end up getting together, if I'm not mistaken, and like the anime I think was like 50 something episodes. I think it was. I couldn't do it after a certain point because I was just getting bored.
From what I understood, bunch of the anime became anime original. They pulled like a Card Captor, a Naruto, a Bleach because obviously there weren't enough chapters. By the way,
Hey,
Twin Star Exorcist.
Bleach was canon.
Not the filler.
Yeah.
But I like the Bant arc.
Okay.
I think it's neat. I
Sit
like the
down.
whale.
From what I
Sit down over there in your shame corner.
The whale is cool.
From what I understand is that Twin Star Exorcist was being released on a monthly schedule rather than a weekly or bi-weekly one, so that's why it only had so many chapters, and that's why it was weird that it got 50 episodes.
Well, when you put it that way, yeah, that makes sense then. Kind of wonder how well they did then with the anime original stuff.
I mean, if people dropped off, it can't be that good.
Oh, ayo.
So also no introduction to Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. That one's also set to end soon. I've been keeping up with this one since I watched the anime. I really enjoyed it. It's pretty cute. I don't know why I didn't add this one to like one of my romance ones last week, but honestly, this is a juvenile, childish one. You don't want to start with Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro.
I read a fat chunk of Nagatoro, I think like a year or so ago.
Yeah.
I was binge reading that shit, and it was really good.
Yeah.
But I had heard recent developments are they finally, confessed their feelings.
Did we finally drop the tsundere? Is she a tsundere?
No, she's just an asshole.
No, as Jose said, she's basically an asshole.
She's just an asshole.
She's just like fucking with him.
Is that a yandere?
No,
just
an asshole.
an asshole.
Just an asshole.
Yeah.
She's
I'm
just
gonna look
an
her up.
asshole.
I'm gonna look her up on the dairy wiki later. Gotta find out which one
There's
she is.
plenty of dairies. I'm sure you'll find
Yeah,
one.
The
there's
asshole
got-
dairy.
No.
But yeah, and then My Hero apparently is going to have quite a few episodes of epilogue, just basically tying everything up.
Yeah, we got to
Well-
find out that Deku had that secret 8th hidden quirk that the doctor lied. I watched a TikTok video. I was kind of mad at myself because I'm like, this seems interesting. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. It's My Hero. Never mind.
Immediately in the trash.
What I was when I was like reading like news articles to find for like this week's news, a lot of them were like, hey, is Deku finally going to confess to Ochaku? Is Bakugo finally going to like say his feelings to the red guy or some bullshit? And I was like,
Oh,
what?
I swear to God, if that's the ending, I'm gonna be so mad.
I was like,
You
what?
know your
What do you-
fandom, right?
yeah,
What
you
is
know
this?
your fan. What are your favorite ships? Is it Bakugo and Exploding Man?
I think there were some other
sorry,
manga.
He is the Exploding Man. My bad.
Yeah, King Explosion Murder.
I think
Okay, so no, before you go,
okay.
Okay, that got
his
something.
name is actually pretty good. It's Explosion King God Dynamite.
It's something, all right. It truly
It's
is
pretty
something.
good. Like, it's a reference to All Might. I'm mad at myself again. Anyway,
So yeah, like that's there were a bunch of other mangas ending, but those were like the three I thought, like even Twin Star Exorcist is kind of a stretch because none of us watched it.
Well,
what is the Twin Star Exorcist?
They're stars and they're twins and they are exorcists.
Yeah, if I remember right, it was prophesized, right? There'd be like two exorcists that would like unite and be strong enough to defeat some like calamity or something.
I don't know,
already
probably.
bored from this
Oh,
TLDR.
well, I watched a good portion of the anime. You're saving time.
Was this during Horny Salem's time?
No, at this point, I need like arcs for like how I was as an anime fan because
Yeah.
like Horny me was like the start, and then
Yeah.
it just kind of.
I feel like we all start at the horny section.
Oh yeah, you watch this new harem anime? It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
when you see High School DxD, it's gonna blow your socks off.
Called Testament of Sister New Devil. Have you heard of it?
Oh.
so
I-
good.
I tried some of those; they were not for me.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't
Yeah,
even
I
get through the first episode of High School DxD or Sisterman New Devil.
Oh,
Hey,
well,
DxD starts strong. Akino's there right away. Pretty good.
But Arcane. I didn't
Why
watch
did
this.
you pull this video? You just go to YouTube and pull the
No,
link.
this is it's got like a bunch of them, but this pulls in like the trailer, right? This is a trailer, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I haven't watched this. Have you, Salem?
No, I haven't yet. No.
You have,
yeah,
though,
I've
right?
already seen it.
Wait,
Okay.
so are you saying that the video is like a compilation of
It's a
bunch of stuff?
compilation of a bunch of Netflix
it's
animation.
Okay.
It's like a 12-second teaser. There's not a lot here.
Yeah, but
They really got to breadcrumb you on this.
all right, let's
They know
check
you'll
it out.
come back. It's just like playing League. You'll always come back.
Oh my God, it's V. Oh my God, it's Caitlyn.
People were speculating that
Oh my God, it's the worst character.
Oh. You're
People
just
were
not...
speculating the girl all the way on the left was Grayson's daughter. That's all I had to say.
Is she a League character?
No.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about League. This could go on for a while.
League is an awful game. Don't play it.
But
It's
is the
got a
League
lot
lore,
of cool character designs, though.
is the League lore good?
Questionable. Like, this is them trying to write their terrible storytelling in the beginning where we had to keep hatching it all together because, like, character got released and character is now important to this specific section of the lore. So it's like, this is them redoing that where they're like, nope, this is the canon story. And it sucks because we'll take probably fucking years to get to, like, different areas of Runeterra, and that's awful. But, I mean, I'd rather they do it this way than, like... Because, I mean, they could do, like, shorts, but the thing
Like
with short...
animated short?
Yeah, like, kind of like how Overwatch did. Like, could you imagine how much of a bank... Like, you release an Overwatch TV show in year Overwatch 1 was released, or, like, the year after, that thing would have been a smash hit. Now it's like they've soured so many people on the game, they're like, fuck it, we don't care what you people do anymore. Just fix your stupid fucking broken game. Somehow, League of Legends came out that the other side, and they made a pretty decent story.
Oh, yeah, it is pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I honestly can't wait for the second season.
I didn't think I would like it, but I liked Arcane. And
Except you hate the best character in Arcane.
yeah, I hate Jinx. Even though I play as Jinx, I hate Jinx.
You hate Jinx?
I don't like Jinx.
Jeez, okay.
We
Look,
already
I'm gonna
talked
get-
about this.
I'll
He
get
thinks it's a Harley ripoff.
Yeah,
Okay, so you still maintain that?
yeah,
Okay. Well, because he said he was going to do another viewing of it and everything.
yeah. I still need to do my second and third viewing just to be like, I need to get the nuance of this. Why do people like?
So
But-
let me ask you a question.
Right.
When you see that character archetype anywhere, do you just automatically assume
Yes.
it's a Harley? Anyway, we're gonna move on. Otherwise, we'll be here for a while.
I'm sorry. It's like whenever I see it, it's a Harley. Okay, so we talked about Gainax a little bit in our trigger episode, but only a couple weeks later, they've already filed for bankruptcy
Thank
on the
God.
29th of May.
Look, all the important people got out of Gainax at the right time. Like, because if you pull up Gainax's credit history, besides like Ava and technically Gurren, like I don't think you see a lot of bangers in there.
Look at this. In a statement on Friday, Gainax explained that its financial situation worsened starting in about 2012 due to various factors, including managing a restaurant that did not meet projection expectations.
I'm sorry, a
Mismanagement,
restaurant?
establishing a mismanaged CG company, given large unsecured loans to executives, and running its business operations as if it were a small personal venture. Do you guys see what I mean? Like before when I was talking about how Gainax does not know how to like handle their personal finances. I'm not surprised that this happened.
Good.
Running fast and loose.
Makes sense why the Trigger folks got out of there.
The only thing I want is for Trigger, Imashi, and the other dude, I forgot his name, to just go back and be like, hey, give me that. I want to put Trigger's name on it.
No, there's nothing. All they want is painting and stocking, and they're not going to ever get Ava out of Gainax's grips. So.
Well, that one would go to the other guy. What's his name?
It doesn't matter.
Hideki Anno.
Ava's not worth it. Ava's story's been told. You're not getting anything from telling it a third time.
That's true. But Hideki Anno, Ava would go to Hideki Anno, like Gurren Lagann and whatever else.
Painting and stocking.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
Yeah, that would just go to Trigger. So, I mean, unfortunate shame. These guys did not know how to manage their finances.
Fuck these guys. These guys suck.
Good thing the people that actually knew what they were doing, like, got out. Because it looks like Gainax was managed by a bunch of morons. All right, so...
Like most companies, honestly.
But somehow they succeed. All right, so Freerin ban thwarts terrorist attack. What do you think about that?
Good on him.
Bless that man. Bless him.
I swear there was a picture here. You guys have to see the picture. He, like, goes up and he's... There's a quote here.
Wasn't he, like, trying to... something about the dwarf character?
I don't know which character it was, but he basically says, here's a quote. Hamel would have done the same thing. The boy told the press after sharing his love of Freerin. If given the chance to go back in time, I would have done the same. I would act the same way I did.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
Apparently this was a stabbing. He was wearing his Monster Hunter robe in public.
Salem, bust out the duster.
No, it's never going to happen.
The world is ready.
No, if we all dress up, I will put on the coat one more time. Just one more time.
One more time?
Yep, but we all have to dress up.
I'll put on my bomber jacket.
Is it like a brown duster or a black
No,
one?
it's a black one, and like the leather is like stitched together.
No, sorry. I'll put on my hoodie over my bomber jacket.
There we go. Now we just got to figure out what you're going to wear, Sherm.
Madhouse did Freerin?
Yeah, Madhouse did Freerin. And I've seen some of the like bigger moments in Freerin, and I just like want to kick myself in the fucking ass because I didn't watch this already.
That's okay. I'll get to it.
But yeah, it's so he Taiwanese boy, he stopped a stabbing on a train, and apparently this is becoming a thing. Anyway, wait, side tangent. Have you guys seen people in the Taiwanese parliament? Have you guys seen what they literally box in there?
Let's go.
Really?
Yeah,
they're ahead of the curve, man.
Taiwanese Fight Club.
Dude, sometimes somebody will be like, I want to pass this law. Somebody will go like, no, I don't want you to pass that law. And then they'll start throwing hands to like take whatever legislation they have in their hands, rip it out of their hands. One dude was even eating a piece of legislation once because he was like, fuck this piece of legislation.
I mean, so much better than the like snippy bullshit our government has in the fucking house.
God, I love that shit. Just put your fucking dukes up. We're gonna go at it, and whoever wins is right.
Dude, the Taiwanese parliament is absolutely on another level. They will throw hands for what they believe. Unlike the United States, they'll be like, you let guns roam around. Well, you shouldn't try to take my guns.
Like, did you see the thing with I think it was Marjorie Taylor Greene and the Hispanic one? I can't remember her name.
ACO?
Yeah, they were having like little snippy arguments back and forth, and it's like, man, come on, just put them in a ring, make them fight each other.
That's what the American government needs to be.
Can't wait until AOC fucking Batista bombs Marjorie Taylor Greene, because that's what that lady needs.
No, she'll go Rey Mysterio on her, just like...
Marjorie Taylor Greene cannot hit the 619. I'm sorry. She is way too old. Never gonna happen.
No faith, huh?
But yeah, like,
I believe AOC could hit the Batista bomb.
I'm starting to believe that if China really did invade Taiwan, China would be like, we bit off more than we can chew.
I mean, the problem is China's fucking massive.
I mean, it's true, but when all their stuff is made out of stuff that will just basically explode, or like styrofoam, I mean, you could probably just walk up to them with a stick and tell them to surrender. Anyways, let's move on from politics.
Why?
So
look at that side boob.
Oh man, I wonder what that's attached to.
So I'm really excited about Witch Hat Atelier. It's got some amazing artwork in the manga. I have the first volume. I only read like the first chapter. I forgot what the chapter was about, so I need to go back and reread it. But all I can tell you is amazing artwork. That
good, huh?
I'm pretty sure this won like an Eisen Award. You guys know what that is?
Nope.
So an Eisen Award is given to like really like thought-provoking narrative stories and stuff like that.
Can't wait till I hear Shuhei Otani's opinion on Witch Hat Atelier.
But
was the guy from last week, the guy rating the sports manga that played baseball.
It's going to carry a lot of weight, let me tell you.
But along with this
It's gonna go
Crunchyroll,
crazy.
I think this was also on Anime News Network, but along with this Crunchyroll article I have here, it's like Hanako After School is also getting an updated season, whatever.
That makes sense. I mean,
This romance one, I kind of want to watch. Alaya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian.
Oh, that. I read a handful of chapters of it. It does seem pretty cute, actually, because apparently the boy that she like has this
Yeah,
crush
he knows
on,
Russian.
He knows Russian. It's so good, man.
Like
He's
just
like-
the one guy she likes knows Russian.
and he doesn't want to admit that he knows because then it will like embarrass her or something.
Yeah.
So he just goes along with
such
it.
a cool language. Like if I was going to learn another language, it'd probably be Russian.
Dovidaski. Niet.
Yeah.
Alexandre.
I need
It's
to know how
like
to say
it's like
not great,
mid
not
tier
terrible
on
in
the
Russian.
you sound angry speaking it. Like German is top tier, and then Russian is like
Oh.
just below that.
Dude, have you heard my Salem hasn't, but when you were there, like, and my wife had her dad over, do you remember when he was talking and I was like, it sounds like he's yelling, but he's just talking.
Yeah,
That's that motherfucker.
Bosnian goes crazy.
Dude, that motherfucker, sometimes he'll be like talking to my
We're really offending a lot of cultures and politics on this beginning of this episode.
No, I'm married to a Bosnian. Like, what? I'm not Mexican.
I'm just saying.
Well, the languages sound
Bosnians
cool,
go
though.
crazy.
All right, let's do something we can all agree on. Salem, you said Ari
Look at that!
sucks.
Look at that
Season
side
3.
boob.
I'm
Are you
not.
excited?
Fuck no.
Is that
I'm
a
not
thong
excited.
strap and a short skirt?
Whatever.
Sign me up. What's
Whatever.
the story about? Break it down.
Okay,
Mid.
so all I can really tell you, because I wanted to erase this from my memory,
Uh-huh.
it's just a very edgy power fantasy type thing.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I couldn't tell that.
You can tell from the guy with the eye patch. He has a robot arm and a gun that he made in this fantasy setting, and he has like 15 wives or some
You're
bullshit.
putting me to sleep.
Yeah, I hope so, because that's how I felt.
No,
Like,
it's gonna be really good though.
oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, side boob though.
MF Ghost Season 2. I'm pretty sure the first season came out this year also, so
Yo,
that's
did you
weird.
see that? What's the level 2 cheat powers one?
Yeah, that one's getting another season.
They did a really cool like 360 shot, and I'm mad because I kind of want to watch it just for that. But
Just
But you're
just
gonna
for the
hate it
shot.
because it is.
yeah,
an isekai.
like I'm gonna hate the fuck out of it. But man, once I get to that
Ju-
shot,
just power through it, and you'll be like, yes, this.
I mean,
was
I
worth
could
it.
just probably just watch that shot over and over again. Like it's really cool. Like I'm kind of surprised whatever studio did that. Like put in the time and effort to make that shot look like that. But like
Yeah, no,
also,
good for him.
why'd you pick a trash ass anime to do it on?
Oh,
You could have picked something. better,
another
maybe.
anime that did that I've been watching was that one I was talking to you guys about the dude who got isekai'd into his same magical world, where he was already in the magical world and he got reincarnated as
yeah,
the seventh prince.
oh,
They did a
yeah.
shot like that.
Wait, is that the one with the when he reincarnates as the seventh prince? I assume. Is he like built like a fucking omega femboy?
Yes.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. All right, so
Yeah,
there's some.
Salem's into it.
Oh, I'm good.
They did
I'm
a
alright.
No, you said you were into it.
they did a 360
Not into
scene.
that one.
They did a 360 scene with let me look for the character because I know
God,
you
I
guys
haven't
will
been on this
appreciate
website
it.
in so long.
I know. I go on here every now and then to check up on stuff I need to get. But let me make sure. God, has it been a few days now? Dang.
Side boob.
Optimus Prime.
Don't care.
Hmm.
Give a fuck, Salem.
That's all right.
Right here.
Uh-huh.
I was just thinking of Optimus Prime's Japanese name,
Yeah.
The
Convoy.
Really? That's
Yeah.
his name?
That's
yeah,
pretty
Convoy.
good.
Convoy. I like both, but Convoy ain't bad.
Yo,
Like
Convoy hit.
but-
What
it's
if it was Convoy
Convoy-
Prime?
Convoy Prime.
Yeah.
it wouldn't be too bad. It's weird. Like Sideways in Transformers Armada is called Double Face in the Japanese.
Look, guys, I'm really torn about getting this statue of
Is this Azure Lane?
No.
No.
This is what's her name? Silpha from the I'm not reading all that.
Well-
Seventh Prince anime.
Okay, there we go. It's from that one.
Thigh highs go pretty hard here.
Look, this is when she takes out the sword and they do the 360 shot.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's not
and,
bad,
she,
actually.
and like that little thing wraps around the sword and stuff because
Oh no.
Oh, is that with the shot? Like it's
No.
wrapping around?
yeah, like as the shot is going around and the
Yo,
sword
that-
is unwrapping.
That's
and
pretty
stuff,
good.
I think
That's pretty good,
not
actually.
not the Ichigo Bankai maneuver.
Honestly,
where it
this is-
wraps around his fucking arm. I hate that so much.
this statue $140.40 USD as of right now. Pre-orders.
plus $40 shipping.
I mean, I'm not paying all that.
No, but that's actually a pretty cool looking figure, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like I've been thinking about it like this entire week.
You see all these and you're like, that's pretty good.
Well,
Do you see the trash can right up front?
I'm looking at the one on the screen.
What one on the screen? There is no screen.
Oh, there's none.
That's
oh,
a lie.
Silly me. I'm
Sign this
I'm using my
contract.
telepathic and psychic abilities.
Sign this
to-
contract and I can make you have a screen.
Okay, do I get a wish out of it?
Yeah, that's your wish, is you get a screen.
Oh, that's not worth it.
Probably not. You're going to sign it anyway?
Probably. No, I'm good.
All right.
I'm all right.
The other ones were just like another isekai. God damn it.
Or another isekai, you minimizing the window.
Oh, yeah.
You know, no
and
longer
then
allowed in another world.
Something about cheering championship. I don't know what this
Nari
is.
Nari, cheer for you.
This is
that
like
one below it, Tristan's going to go nuts for.
What, no longer allowed in another world?
The cat girl?
Is it because of that one?
The cat
Which
girl?
one?
The cat girl?
one?
No, the blonde one, obviously.
Oh, the blonde one?
This one? What do you? Oh, the
I'm
elf
making
girl?
a joke, Jose.
Okay.
Yeah, of course it's the cat girl.
Okay. All right.
That's an interesting looking weapon, actually, with the elf, though.
No, don't get
What?
sucked in just for that.
Look, it's not that interesting, but it's cool. I
I
like
was
it.
playing that game where like the anime girls turn into cars and one of them had that weapon. Anyways, let's move on.
What the fuck did
Sorry?
you say?
Don't worry about it.
Sorry?
Well, I'm gonna worry about it now. Jose. The one where they
Okay.
turn into car.
So
Really
you guys,
hot cars out there.
you guys know who
Finally.
Do you guys know who Timothy Oliphant is?
Yeah, he was the hitman in that bad Hitman adaptation.
You don't know Timothy Oliphant, Salem?
You know
Nope.
who he is. You just don't recognize
Celebrity
the name.
names do not stick with me
Yeah,
very
it's
well.
Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, Timothy Chalamet. Well, why didn't
From
you say
the
so
Dune.
earlier? From Wonka?
You know who this is. I guarantee it.
Oh, him. Yeah.
Yeah, it's this motherfucker.
So he's been cast in the Terminator anime. I didn't.
He's not Dexter, right?
No.
That's a different.
That's a different
guy.
guy.
Okay.
Yeah, so Timothy Oliphant's been cast in the Terminator Zero anime, and as far as I looked, might be in this other one. It's supposed to be about like the rise of the Terminators into like Terminator 1, or at least that's like the narrative they've been going with.
If you remember in Terminator 3, they were kind of like explaining Skynet and everything.
Yeah.
So are they trying to like fit this between Terminator 3 and Terminator 1?
I think they're trying to retcon Salvation out. I'm pretty sure
I
they're.
can't imagine why.
Every time they make a new
That was the
Terminator,
best one.
That was the best one.
It was the best one.
every time they make a new every time they make a new Terminator,
Terminator.
The tournament, that one?
Okay.
Tournament arc in Terminator?
Oh,
No.
that's going to go crazy.
every time a new Terminator movie has come out, basically all they're trying to do is retcon everything that came before 2. So it's like they just want to keep 1 and 2, but they keep trying to do a third one.
And to be fair, I understand why they would do that because those are solid movies. But like,
What are you talking about? Salvation was the best one.
oh yeah, that's right. Silly me. Salvation
It had
was the best.
That
one.
one guy that had like every role for like 5 years. It was weird.
What, the dude that played Kyle Reese?
That sounds right.
Well, Timothy Oliphant will be in it. I'm excited for that.
Who was Gore the God Butcher and that terrible Thor
Christian
movie?
Bale.
Wasn't Christian Bale in Salvation?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
was. He was a member of the Resistance.
The only thing memorable about Terminator Salvation to me is the behind the scenes rant that Christian Bale had. Do you know about that?
Is that where the guy walked in front of the
Yeah.
camera and he yelled at him? Yeah. I think everyone heard about that.
I know what you mean. I didn't know it was Salvation though. Like,
It was
oh, that's
Salvation.
So good.
There's a lot of origin of like
Man.
people finding out Christian Bale's an incredibly brutal asshole.
Yeah, he
Just from
sucks.
that.
He sucks.
I
dude.
mean, he's a method actor, man.
That's true. I mean, have you seen how skinny he got for The Machinist? And then he's like, I gotta gain 60 pounds for Batman because I got a Batman role coming up.
This is the worst Christian Bale impression I've ever
Hey,
heard.
he's like fucking Cockney or something. No, he's like from like the Wales area.
Ah, yes.
Oh, what, Welsh?
Yeah, he's Welsh.
Oh,
I think.
is he? Oh, I had no idea
Piss
he was
off
Welsh.
another race of people while we're at it. Add that to the list.
Let's move this one to the very end.
Yeah. Run that one back. I got nothing to say on that one.
Okay, so Netflix's One Piece Star suggests season 3 is already a go, but they still need to start season 2. Season 2 is expected to start production this summer.
Robin Hispanic, we riot.
Oh, is that the official stance?
Did you ever hear about this? Did I ever tell you about
What?
this? How the One Piece community is feral over the fact that they whitewashed Robin.
Oh,
If you had told me that, I probably just spaced it out because it's just like a whatever thing to me.
Yeah, it's like she was so much darker in Alabasta. It's like,
Oh,
you
Yeah.
understand
Oh,
Alabasta's a fucking desert country, right?
and Vivi herself would have been a princess sheltered inside of a castle. Probably wouldn't
I
see
mean,
the sun.
that and Vivi wasn't on the island for a long portion of time.
That's true.
Her skin probably would have lightened up.
That's true, because when you're away from the sun, if you're not in the sun 24/7, like
Yes, as a person that avoids the sun, I can confirm you stay pretty white.
as a person who grew up for the first 5 years outside in the sun, I can tell you I was pretty pale when I was born, and now I'm brown permanently.
So we're talking about One Piece as in like its actual like manga, like the skin tone changing and everything, like manga slash anime.
No,
it was probably the adaptation. I don't know how
Yeah, it
they
was
shaded Robin in
okay.
in the manga, if it was at all. But like, they really liked Alabasta Robin, and then when she got whitewashed, people were big mad, and it's like
I personally don't like pre-time skip Robin because of that haircut. It's just that haircut.
Well,
I don't
was
care.
it?
The
Is it the
haircut looked
bangs?
like-
Does
Yes.
the bangs?
I
Yeah,
don't like her
the bangs
bangs.
are awful.
I don't.
Also, when you look at post time skip Robin's design,
Everyone's just,
just
ball
a
Hancock.
fucking just a 10. You've seen it probably.
No, I have.
It's the like aloha skirt and
Okay, but I
She
don't
has
know.
like the shades and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I don't know
Yeah.
if we've talked about one live action One Piece, but like I know you watched a little bit. You said before the podcast you watched a little bit,
Yeah.
but you didn't finish after the little Catman
yeah,
came on screen.
Captain Kuro was. I mean, I think they did fine with the adaptation. It was enjoyable. It was just toned down a lot for like audiences. I think to get
Also,
people in.
Bring up what you said earlier about how like they're cutting things, but they probably shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, so there's like some minor stuff where like I think Garp gets introduced very early because I think the first time you meet Garp is might be Alabasta. It's either after Alabasta or after Water 7, so it's pretty late. But Garp's like already in the first season. He's like chasing Luffy around.
Oh yeah, I did see that clip where like Luffy and Garp are like fighting. I think.
So it's like they're making changes.
Yeah, I mean, even with my limited knowledge of the manga, like Garp is like
He's
on.
later, yeah. And it's like, if you're making changes and they're being approved by Oda, sure, I'm not mad about it. But the problem is, if we get fucking 3, 4, 5 seasons deep into this,
And then you
like,
kind of wrote yourself into a hole.
right, like if you take out an important piece, that piece could become so important later that it doesn't make any fucking sense. And maybe audiences don't care. I mean, I have the anime, so I don't care. Like if the live action doesn't hit as hard, whatever.
The One Piece remake coming out.
I
at some
honestly,
point?
I don't see this going past like
3 seasons.
like Grand Line. Like if they get over the Grand Line, I don't know why you'd continue.
Have you guys heard who they want fan casted as the nurse?
Which nurse?
Oh,
Are you talking
God.
about Doctor?
Yes, the doctor lady.
Oh fuck, what's her name? Is it Gwyneth Paltrow?
Jane Lynch. Apparently she's a big One Piece fan.
Dr. Kureha. Yeah, I think I've heard about this. I personally don't Jane Lynch's comedy or like her acting, but it'd be fine.
Yeah, but like people have been saying like she's the perfect Jane, the
Dr.
crazy quack doctor,
Kureha.
whatever she is. So like, I mean, I'm not gonna be watching this. This is obviously for the casual viewer. This is for the Netflix enjoyer who's like, oh, I just got off of work. I need something in the background.
Don't see them going like the long distance that it requires to completely. Could you imagine in season like 48 when we're at fucking Whole Cake Island? How do you make Big Mom? How do you make anything from that? How do you make Pedro look like a fucking not a weird ass character? Like, okay, here, I forgot about this. The biggest thing they took out from the first season of live action One Piece, because they do get to Arlong Park. They took out Hachi, right?
They took out Hachi.
Oh, Hachi's is he the octopus?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
So
Means
right
8.
right there.
Thanks, Jose. Thank you.
Just from taking out Hachi, all of Sabaody stops making sense because like the main conflict in Sabaody is Hachi. Spoilers if you're not caught up on One Piece or you're not to Sabaody. Hachi gets shot by one of the celestial dragons, and that causes Luffy to go crazy. Even though Hachi told him, "Hey, don't fuck with the celestial dragons." Luffy punches the shit out of I think his name is Charlos. So like even right there, like if they ever get to Sabaody, it's not going to make any sense because like are you just not going to adapt the entire like crux of that arc, like the climax of that arc?
Same thing with the underwater arc. Hachi's a big player in that one too, for like the first part of it.
What the Fishman Island?
Yeah, the Fishman Island. Like Hachi's a big part of Fishman Island in the beginning. And
so there's like just not even having Hachi and like Arlong's crew that you've already caused problems.
I feel like Oda and the crew know that they're not gonna get that far, so they're just probably.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I foresee this getting to because where did they actually end? It was Arlong Park.
I have no idea.
So like right after this,
it should be the town, right? The town.
Yeah, you'd be going to Loge Town, and then like you should end it like them going over the Grand Line.
What is
And then you go here's you're caught up to the first part of One Piece. Start at this episode. Fucking go nuts.
But here's the thing: isn't in between Luge Town and the Grand Line those giants in between? And
no, they're after.
Okay.
It goes after they cross the Grand Line, then it's Laboon, then the Giants, then fucking the Mr. 3 and all that. No, that happens on the Giant Island. There's a lot going on.
I was gonna ask like when does Sir Crocodile like come in?
That's Alabasta. That's
Alabasta.
That's deep. That's like
probably
200 chapters in.
Oh, I see.
I just don't know why you continue it at a certain point because you're never going to catch up, because you're going to have to find 4 more Luffys probably, because by the time we get anywhere close to the later stuff, he's going to be fucking 30 years old.
Yeah, that's what I said before. It's like when you reach Wano, you're going to have like cycled through 4 different Luffys. So,
And I mean, the guy that got to play Luffy already is like
Yeah,
perfect casting.
yeah, and he's already like in his mid-20s. So like Luffy's supposed to be like 16, 17. He's already
He's
mid-20s.
17, and then after the time skip, I think he's 19.
Yeah, and the actor's already in his mid-20s. And then they didn't even film anything last year because of the writer's strike. So like they're kind of already behind.
Yeah, honestly, just end it. You could maybe go to Alabasta, but I think you go any farther, you start running into problems. Like, I don't know how CGI Chopper's going to look, but it's going to be horrifying either way.
All right, so last week
Venom.
I brought up Eminem. Houdini. All right,
Venom.
so Venom, get him, Venom. All right, so Venom
Did you know
3.
Eminem is because his name is Marshall Mathers?
I didn't know that.
And then he turns one of the E's
Yeah.
reverse.
I see.
Do
Are you now
bars.
are you now excited to know about Venom?
All right, have you guys watched
No.
Venom?
Yeah.
No.
I watched the first 2. Honestly, Woody Harrelson is so funny in the second one. It's not even a good movie, but he's so funny because he's just like, hey, I'm a crazy
I think
man.
I watched the second one, and I don't remember a fucking
They
thing
were-
that happens.
What? Woody Carlson plays the character in
Carnage.
Carnage, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And then his girl plays Scream. Anyways, you guys don't know
Anyway.
anything.
That's
All right.
beyond my knowledge.
We should not watch Venom.
Let's go-
One
let's-
movie I recommend is Upgrade, which is a way better Venom movie.
Let's watch him turn the horse into a Venom horse.
All right, we're gonna live action reaction to this Venom trailer right now.
Hit the sound button. He's found us. Has found us.
By the way, Salem, I don't think you know this, but he got transported to the MCU for like a good minute.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
like at the end of one of the movies.
Yeah, at the end of I think Far From Home.
Far From Home.
Oh, you just showed up.
Where Toby and Andrew Garfield showed up. He was like in a Mexican like resort hotel or something.
That is a red one. It's not a red one.
No, it's just more Venoms.
Well, he tried to do the thing. Can I just say, like, the Marvel humor's got to stop at a certain... Is this Sony?
This is Sony, so it's
All right, it's already infected
yeah,
Sony.
it's
It's
Well, no.
infected
Like,
Sony,
that's
huh?
a big moment, right?
remember this is the Madam Web studio.
No, but I'm asking you. That's a big moment, right?
It's supposed to be. I think they're.
Like,
I think they're going
why
more
do you
comical.
why you gotta fucking just fuck around with it like that?
Well, because we need people to laugh, Sherm. Are you not amused? Are you not laughing?
I laughed when he said "we are," and then Venom said "Venom" too early.
By the way, do you guys recognize that guy?
Yeah.
He's the guy who kind of betrayed Doctor Strange in the Doctor Strange.
Oh,
movie.
yeah, that's
that's
Mordo.
right. Yeah.
Yep. So it's already different. It's an association. The podcast I listen to, The Weekly Planet, they're always like the dreaded in association with Marvel. Marvel probably hates that. They have to like
Yeah, he was.
that they're associated with
He
Sony.
was Johnny Flame, then he was Captain America.
Um.
Wait, what was it? Johnny Storm?
Yeah.
My bad.
No, that was Fox.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still in the MCU.
Well, Chris Evans, yeah, like he played Johnny Storm and then he played Captain America. I don't know where this movie's gonna go, by the way. Apparently this is the last movie. It's gonna cap off here.
Good.
I don't know if they
Really,
plan
really blew their load with Woody Harrelson in the second one, didn't they?
yeah, and they got the Golem actor to direct it, Andy Serkis.
Oh, Andy Serkis.
Yep, Andy Serkis directed. They got Woody Harrelson. The only thing I don't know, what would be funny if they're putting all their bets on Venom 3 and then for some reason, some way, somehow, Kraven the Hunter.
Ready for it?
They
Here we go.
CGI'd out the horse's big dick.
I have a funny story about that, but I'll wait until after. Do you like the Venom horse, Salem?
It's
Wait. Ew.
Venom.
Tentacles pulled him back.
it was okay. I liked that Venom's tongue was sticking out the whole time when it was running. I kind of dig that.
What movie was Willem Dafoe in that was like a Jesus Christ allegory? This is relating to the
Think about Dogma?
Maybe. This was relating to the horse dick getting CGI'd out. Apparently, that's how people found out that Willem Dafoe has a huge penis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they were like, it's too distracting. We got to get a stunt double.
Yeah.
Like,
We need
actors
someone else's.
Actors couldn't focus because there was a giant horse cock between fucking Willem Dafoe's thighs.
Could you imagine being on set and being told that? Like, yeah, no, we need someone else for this part.
Willem Dafoe's so well endowed. Like, you can't get away
Man's
from it.
ego went through the fucking roof that day. He was like, yep, now you all know. I ain't even got to say anything. I ain't got to tell people. They just know now.
Yo, check this out. This wasn't part of our news, but Street Fighter 6 becomes first mainline entry to add guest character, teases Fatal Fury
Yeah,
fighter.
I think they brought Akuma Akuma back too?
Yeah, remember? Street Fighter. Akuma guest starred in Tekken.
He did. Yeah,
No, I'm saying they're bringing Akuma back too. Like I don't think he was in the game yet.
No, he wasn't in the
the
base
fucking
game.
Akuma inclusion in Tekken was bizarre.
Part
as
of the
fuck.
lore. Like,
yeah. They actually
official
fucking
lore.
tied that bitch in, and it like didn't make sense.
That's the closest you'll get to Tekken Cross Street Fighter. I hope you're happy.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy at
Too
all.
bad. That's
It's
all you're
fucking
gonna get.
nonsense, is what it is.
It's like, hey, Akuma, go beat up this fucking old dude.
Dude, literally, it's like.
Also, why did you wait
Heihachi's-
so many years?
Huh?
Why did Akuma wait so many
That's
years?
what I'm saying. Like, literally, like, Heihachi's wife was like, hey, so I need you to kill my husband and son. And then he waits X amount of fucking years where fucking
They caused
Kazuya
World War
is...
III and shit.
They cause wars. Kazuya's a full-grown ass man, big demon man, and then finally he appears. And his reason is that I wanted a challenge.
I'm still confused.
Fuck off.
How's Kazuya alive?
How's Kazuya alive?
They just keep throwing themselves.
The devil gene.
They don't
throw him in
die.
a mountain.
They
in
don't
an
die,
active
dude.
The
volcano.
devil gene.
They don't die, dude. They don't
Yeah,
die.
because they have the
Can I
devil
get
gene.
Can I get female Terry Bogard?
I would love that. And
You know about that, right?
Wait. Do you guys?
I like Terry Bogard.
Do you guys also find it funny that every time any Tekken character talks in Tekken, they'll be speaking their own language and
Dude,
everybody just understands each other?
It's fucking awesome because like just you'll have characters speaking in English, fucking Russian, whatever, and
No.
they just like go along
No,
with
best
it.
part, King will be like, rawr, rawr, rawr,
Oh yeah,
rawr.
yeah,
and
and
everybody's
they
like,
know what he
you can't be
means.
serious, King.
And
or
it's
Kuma.
It's fucking bizarre. Yeah, and Kuma, the fucking bear. It's bizarre because it's just like, at least with King, he's just a wrestler wearing a mask, and he just talks in growls.
Committed to the bit.
He did. Respect to him.
You know how like
people
you
understand.
commit to those Oakleys? He's committed for 20 years to wearing a fucking Jaguar mask and just going rawr.
He's stronger than I could ever be, dude. He's stronger than I could ever be.
Okay, that's not what we were supposed to be talking about. We were supposed to be
Right,
talking
right.
about the Colors Within Anime movie that I kind of want to go watch. By the way, goddamn it, it's gonna hit theaters in Japan on August 30th. It doesn't say when it will
we'll
be.
get
here.
it next year.
I know the Haikyuu movie is out right now.
Don't care.
And
I eventually want to watch Haikyuu, but right now I don't care.
Right, but what I'm saying is like, there's been a lot more. Have you guys noticed? There's been a lot more like of these anime movies coming to theaters, including like in remote weird areas like ours. Like I would never.
Yeah, Demon Slayer's the one that did it. That fucking Mugen Train popped off, and people were like, "Yo, they like this garbage. We can make more. We can put this in our theaters." We watched fucking JJK Volume 0 in theaters. I'm pretty sure.
I think last time I only guys gave you this preview, but there's a whole trailer now. I don't know if you want to watch it.
Okay. So I remember you showing us the this like I don't know what you call
This
it.
preview?
Yeah, like the preview image here. I remember you mentioning that, but we hadn't actually seen, I think, anything from it.
$82 an hour on the computer. That's crazy.
This
Holy
comment
shit.
on Crunchyroll
She's
News.
been without work for 10 months. That's insane, dog. Where do I sign up?
Oh, it's got a link there. We should click that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We
it
should
should-
click that and submit our
richness
resumes.
offer .7 blocks. But dude, I was
seems
actually
legit.
I was looking at another Crunchyroll
Yeah,
article, and
they're
somebody
all
was
like
like,
that.
Crunchyroll needs to do something about these bots. Somebody just replied, hey, I've been here for over like 15 years. You just need to put up with it.
Yeah.
They're not gonna do anything.
Yeah, that's the real answer.
I don't know. Do you guys want to watch this trailer? I kind of didn't for this, but up to you guys.
I mean, sure. We've already watched trailers for a couple things.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a minute 30.
Venom horse.
The Venom horse.
Oh, I don't like this art style.
Really?
Nope.
I kind of do.
Okay, I don't
It's
mind it
soft
so
and
far.
cute.
Oh, there we go. That the quality upped as soon as the trailer went further in. There we go.
Oh, Toho. I don't know. Look at it. It's so vibrant and beautiful.
Yo, that water.
That water, that blue ass water, dude. I don't speak Japanese, so I can't tell what these
Damn.
what this kanji means. That's pretty. I feel like A Silent Voice and Susume and all those other movies have like been paving the way for stuff like this. Don't you guys think?
Sorry, I'm getting too absorbed in this. No, I like the. I actually really like the designs of the characters, and yeah, the art style is pretty nice.
The only problem I'm gonna have with this,
Is the music for me because I don't understand it. Because
what you
I'm
don't
making
have
it.
to understand it to enjoy it, man.
I know.
So the only problem I'm gonna have is this a nothing burger movie where nothing happens and we're just like slice of life the whole time?
I was just about to say like a slice of life.
Oh,
type
you
thing.
don't like slice of life movies?
No, not movies. Like slice of life anime, it's few and far in between, but I can watch them.
I'm struggling to think.
Like what's the conflict here? What's the resolution? Is this just an hour and a half of good vibes? Because I'm gonna be honest, I can't sit through that in a movie.
I've watched a lot of random ass like just anime movie shit over the years. I'm trying to think if I ever saw a slice of life one though, and I don't think I have. So
Like
this could be like a coming of age type
There's
thing.
a lot of instruments here, so I have to assume they want to do music or something.
Well, I fucking hope so, because there were plenty of scenes with them playing instruments.
Here we go.
will it ever beat out Your Lie in April? I doubt it.
Okay, so students with the ability to see colors of others.
The colors of others.
This sounds like such a nothing burger movie.
Let's see. Okay. So yeah, it just seems like kids finding themselves and like, you know, discovering like
Coming
their
of age.
hobbies or something. Yeah, coming of age. That's what it seems like.
I don't mind coming of age movies.
Yeah, I don't hate the premise of that at all. I mean, but is it going to be interesting? That's the thing.
I wouldn't. Let's put it this way: I wouldn't see it in theaters because if I don't go in the right mood, it's not gonna hit. Like I feel like we could sit down and watch this, but we'd all need to be like in the mood for it. That's why I'm saying, like, if it's a slice of life anime, I can watch it. I just have to be in the mood for that, and then I get to decide at that point, like, hey, I'm gonna sit down and watch something slice of life. If I go to a movie theater and I'm not in the mood for it, I'm just gonna hate it. It's like the boy and the heron. This is like, I mean, that had interesting parts to it. I still didn't like it overall.
Like,
but
well, when we went to The Boy and the Heron, like, I really wanted to enjoy it because, like, I hadn't seen like a Ghibli movie in some time, dude. Like, it's been years, but you know, it turned out the way it did, and it wasn't garbage.
Won an Oscar.
I want to go.
I want to fucking guess.
It doesn't mean anything.
I want to sit down with a Ghibli movie and enjoy it for once, and it's sad that hasn't happened yet. And I've watched 2 of them.
Wait, we'll have to get through some of the other ones, but
I really want to watch Howl's Moving Castle because I was fucking
yeah,
robbed.
that's the one I hear
was
about.
robbed.
It's like Princess Mononoke, Howl's Moving Castle, and Kiki's Delivery Service.
I watched Kiki's Delivery Service a shit ton when I was a kid, dude, because my sister was into Ghibli movies.
Yeah.
I remember it being fantastic, but
I
just don't want to hate it. Like, I want to enjoy his movies.
I think you
have. I wouldn't say I hate them.
I think he's been glazed so much that you have this preconception that he has to be good. It's kind of like when people go, Tarantino is a master of movies, and then some people watch him and they're like, kind of like whatever.
Kind of like how I felt about Marineford in One Piece. Like, people talked about it so much that I thought it really didn't hit.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
okay.
It was fine. Like, it was good, enjoyable, but
you weren't like creaming your jeans.
No, like I was like, is this it? Is this what the people are talking? I mean, there's emotional parts to that. Don't get me wrong.
Right, you're like, well, I mean, it's good.
Like the ending with the thing that happens. That's powerful. But the rest of it was just kind of it was enjoyable.
Okay, so Hazbin Hotel.
I forgot we were going to talk about this.
You can watch the entire pilot of Hazbin Hotel, and then he just stopped fucking writing it. Or she stopped writing it for 2 years and made Hell of a Boss instead.
Dude, so like the pilot for Hazbin Hotel, I think was
which one is it? Hazbin Hotel or Hell of a Boss? Which one? What's what?
So Hazbin Hotel, the pilot you're seeing like right here. So the pilot was the first thing made.
Yeah.
And then after some time and people were just like waiting, they're like, okay, well, where's the show though?
Yep.
You know, years passed by. Now, I can't recall exactly when Hell of a Boss aired, but Hell of a Boss came out and it almost seemed like kind of like a side story type thing.
Yeah.
You know, to kind of like, you know, satisfy people, I suppose, or tell a different story. And Hell of a Boss was fine. I watched like a season and a half of it, and I just stopped because I ran out of episodes to watch at that point. But
of what? Hell of a Boss?
Yeah. Like I binged that shit because one day I got curious, as I do, and I'm like, what's this Hell of a Boss stuff? What's going on here? And then I watched everything.
So like the Fated, we've been waiting probably 5+ years for Hazbin Hotel, and me and Salem sat down and watched it.
Yep, we watched the whole thing.
The songs were enjoyable.
Yeah, the songs were catchy.
The rest of it, not so much.
Yeah, like after waiting this fucking long, you know, you'd expect something that's like super high quality, and I'm not necessarily saying that the show is like not quality per se, but like it almost feels like the setting of Hell is kind of surface level in a way, where they're not really digging too deep on like how shit works or really getting into other characters' business. Really, like in Hell of a Boss, you're seeing a lot of different characters, and like there's focused episodes on them, like the one of the Demon Lords, Asmodeus, like he's getting his own thing, and Stolas and a bunch of other characters. But in this, it's just like, okay, go, song, and then it's like over.
Is there music in Hell of a Boss?
Yeah, there is. And, you know, a lot of it's pretty good.
So, like, the thing that I had problems with was, like, the set dressing was more... the set dressing was more interesting than anything happening in this show. Like, I want to know about Alistair. I want to know about the fucking TV demon. I want to just know the hierarchy of these demons and how they interact with each other. And then it was like, no, but hotel to save people. people from hell. And it's like, I just don't care, man. Like, you know how we always talk about that one music video by Otto with the song Show?
Oh,
where
yeah.
we're like, I want that series that the music video.
Yeah, who the fuck are these characters? Let's see some
these
stuff
characters
with them.
look cool as shit. Like, I want that. Give me that. Like, I love the music. Don't get me wrong. But it's like, that's how I felt while watching Hazbin Hotel, where I was like, I want Alistar. I want the TV demon. Like, I want to know the internal dealings of hell. I do not care about this fucking hotel that has like 2 people in it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I want to know more about how this place runs beyond just like, well, you know, there's some lords and whatever. Let's focus on the hotel.
Like, all the cool characters never get to do anything. It's like, oh yeah, we had, I'm gonna say Salem's favorite character, Vaggie, fighting the angels. And like,
So bad.
and Charlie, and I think we get a little bit of Lucifer, like right at the end.
Yeah, it was near the end. Lucifer actually shows up, and you know, he has a great ass fucking song.
Yeah, he has a fucking Keyblade. Salem got super hyped.
Oh yeah. So for the viewers, so on the last episode of Hazbin Hotel, the first season, fucking Lucifer pulls out a goddamn like sword or whatever, and it looks like a fucking Keyblade, and I lost my goddamn
It's a Keyblade,
mind.
yeah.
It's like, it's the Keyblade.
Okay, so what are your guys' expectations for season 2? That's what this article is. Wraps up season 2
legitimately
recording.
do not care.
Okay, so the show, I guess if you're interested in Hazbin Hotel, you've probably watched it by now. So like it ends on Adam just dying, and he was like the head dude of the angels that were coming down to wipe clean hell and like kind of keep the population.
They go down every like few months to like kill sinners to make sure they're dead.
Yeah,
like they're not escaping from hell to keep the population down,
and they enjoy that shit. They get
the
really,
angels do.
They get
like,
really into it.
Like Adam is like a dude bro piece of garbage.
Oh my god, he's the worst character.
And I like Adam.
Yeah, of course you do.
He's like the most dude bro I've seen in a while. But like it wraps up, you know, of course they're leading into other shit like Charlie's mom Lilith. Like we're probably gonna find out what's going on with her and everything. Am I excited though? No, not really, because I didn't really enjoy season 1. Like
this is RE0 all over again for me.
So
that's fair.
It's not like the simping or anything like that. It's just like, man, I care about everything else happening except what we're focusing on.
Right. Like I'm way more interested in hell than I am with Charlie on her fucking savior
even
mission,
heaven,
you know?
man. Like
Sarah,
Emily, like the seraphim, the realistic angels.
Yeah,
that would all be cool. Instead, we got hotel.
But the hotel.
But
we rebuilt the hotel.
Do you think you'll get more of that because Vivienne Medrano?
Yeah, you can just call her Vivzy Pop too. That's her handle.
What? Vivzy Pop?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna call her Vivi.
Okay.
Vivi in this article over here. So there were 2 articles. One about how like season 2 wrapped up. The other one is about how she wants to continue Hazbin Hotel for as long as she can. Do you think if you got more seasons, you'd get what you guys are talking about? Like, do you think some of your complaints would be if you got some of the things that you guys are complaining about answered, or you see it? Do you think would lessen
you know,
for it?
If she's wanting her series to continue for however long, yeah, I imagine at some point, you know, we'll fall into actually explaining more about like the actual universe itself. But like,
if you got more of the same of season 1, do you think you'd be done?
Oh fuck no! I like, dude. If we watch like season 2 whenever it comes out and it's just more of the same, I just don't care.
Yep.
You know,
not even going in.
Absolutely. I think eventually you could get to the point where it's like, man, that fucking pilot's 31 minutes. I think eventually you could get to the point where we're seeing what we want to see, but we are so far removed from that right now because season 2's got to be like, you left a tab with a video playing.
Whoops.
I don't know where it
Garbage.
went. So yeah, eventually you could get there, but we're so far removed. I don't think it's gonna happen, and I don't think we'll care when it does.
Yeah, I mean, good for fans if like season 2 turns out to be a banger and they actually like do world building more. But like in terms of like you said, Sean, like you and I just don't think we're gonna really care at this point.
I might listen to the songs if they're good.
Yeah, the songs are good though. I mean, credit for them. Like the songs in Hell of a Boss, especially with Asmodeus and Fizzarali, those 2, like the songs are fucking good.
Is there favorite song with Luna? That's the only one I know.
With Luna?
She's the...
I don't think so.
Luna's the one that makes me question whether I'm that against furries or not.
Oh, they made a meta joke about that too.
Good.
They're like, oh yeah, who would want to sexualize you or whatever, and then everyone looks at the camera for a second and they just go back.
So that's all to say is I should watch Hazbin Hotel.
No.
When season 2 comes out, we can all judge it.
I mean, look, if you want to spend your time watching Hazbin, go for it, dude. But like, Sherman and I are not going to say
That
too.
was why we told you, like, do not watch it.
Hell of a Boss might be worth your time. I enjoyed watching that. But Hazbin Hotel, it almost felt like they were kind of just rushing through shit. At least that's how I feel about it compared to
it was
Hell of
like
a Boss.
rushing, but also dragging. Bringing up Whiplash from a few weeks ago, like rushing the entire thing, but also like it drags some
Are you
in some
rushing
spots.
or dragging?
On my fucking tempo, Neiman.
So, okay.
You're going to be shitting perfect 400s.
So,
Fucking line, dude.
so, all right. Well, we may come back to Hazbin Hotel, Hell of a Boston at some point,
Nope.
but right now it's...
I refuse.
Unless my morbid curiosity kicks in.
All
probably
right.
not.
Well, okay. How about this? Chainsaw Man, Tatsuchi Fujimoto's new manga movie or new anime movie trailer. Did we watch this already?
Nope.
Big no, sir.
Okay.
Yo, wait a fucking minute.
This is the one where...
Can you pull up the timeline again of this video real quick? I don't know how you had it.
You got to go to more videos, I think.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, the second video in there was, yeah, that one right there. To the left, that one. That one was a big fucking meme for the longest time.
What is that?
So,
okay. That's the girl that sung the song in Solo Leveling. Mouse over it.
Okay, well,
No.
that's not the one. But my whole point was just like, I recognize that fucking face because it was everywhere.
Sawano Haruno, I think her name is. Yeah, that's the girl that did, yep, I know exactly what you're talking about,
just
that
like,
meme.
you know, when the homies get a little, more affectionate or something, and then they turn into her.
Yeah, that's the one that sang that video. Whoever sang it was the one that did the music for Solo Leveling.
Oh.
Like that really good song that I showed you, that we talked over.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. Like, I'm just saying, it's a good song.
But yeah, I just wanted to point that out because that made me laugh because I haven't thought about that.
Yeah, when the homies acting extra submissive and breathable.
When he puts his hand on your thigh.
Salem, why is your hand on my thigh?
Oh, and then
please remove
the music starts playing.
So, okay.
All right, I'm good. I just
wait. Hold
I was
on.
pogging out because I'm like, yo, I remember that.
Another quick sidebar. Do you remember that same meme, but it was like the little girl like dancing in front of a TV?
Oh yeah, where she's doing like this. Yeah, I remember that.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Fujimoto, he made an anime.
he made an
Is
anime.
this the one about?
This was a one shot.
Is this about recording his mother
No.
like dying, and then at the end the hospital explodes?
No.
Did I ever tell you about that?
No, you have not.
So he's like camcording. It's a manga he did. He's like camcording his mother like dying, and the final shot is she's in a hospital, and the hospital explodes.
Sounds
This is not that. I can tell you.
interesting, I suppose.
Fujimoto, known for his
Chainsaw Man.
interesting
Fire
works,
Punch.
to say the least. Yeah, Fire Punch. You're like, oh, does that guy have fire powers?
So I know the premise of Fire Punch. And
no, he's just on fire.
Yeah, he's just on fire,
Oh,
but he like has the ability to maintain his body.
So he must not feel pain. No, he feels it every second.
Yeah, just got to deal with it, man.
I remember Cameron was telling me like the first chapter is like he keeps cutting off his hand to feed his village or something. I was like, what?
Fujimoto's a character, to say the least.
He's a character in and of himself. Like, what do you guys think of this artwork and this art style? Like, this isn't Chainsaw Man, but what do you think? A different art direction.
It's fine. It doesn't do anything
So,
for me personally.
The previous thing we watched, I was interested in.
I saw the fucking
like the slice of life movie, but this it's not doing much for
If you
me.
run back that frame where she's like turning her head, I saw the Chainsaw Man art right there. Yep, there it is.
Oh, was
You
it?
don't have to pause on it on the exact frame, but it's like, yeah, I can see his artwork right. Run it another frame or two.
Oh, you mean the
I think it's not
I know who
not
you-
Himeno, but the other one, the one that's doing Dance Dance Revolution with Denji as the Chainsaw Man.
Do
Do you want me
Kobani.
to? You want me to tell you about?
Kobani.
He turns into the full Chainsaw Man, and they're playing Dance Dance Revolution.
I like that.
Yeah, it's right near the end.
All right. Well, you guys probably won't be into it if you don't want to. If you don't want to go watch it, that's completely fine. But I will. That's something I'm gonna go see.
I'll watch the slice of life one.
All right. So Lara Croft
You two
anime.
can go together. Make a date out of it.
Lara Croft
No, we have
anime.
to drag you along, Sherm.
What do you think of this Lara Croft anime this fall?
Laura Croft.
She's gonna be shooting dinosaurs, jumping out planes.
Lore has fallen off so hard that I have no idea where what are we doing.
Uncharted definitely took the reins from Laura.
Absolutely.
Dude, those Uncharted games were absolutely wonderful. And then I think The Last of Us, I think that's what made me go, narratives can be different.
Looks fine.
Yeah, it looks all right. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm probably not going to watch it. Unless we're all together and we decide to, I'm probably not going to.
Yeah.
I think that when they remastered the first three the PS1 games recently. I did not know that. And the only games I wanted to play was to continue the like new Tomb Raider Legacy games, but got sold off to whoever else now owns it by like Square sold off their shit. So like who knows if we're even going to get a new one. So
that series was weird as like a upscaled, not upscaled's the wrong word, but like a new gen like game.
It kind of felt like the GTA trilogy.
Like we were so far removed from Lara Croft, it felt weird that they were like, yeah, let's gamble all our money on this. And it's like, the games were good, don't get me wrong, but it's like such a weird shot.
Apparently they still play like PS1 games though.
What, the new ones?
No, the remastered.
So let me get this straight. They actually remastered like what, the first three games,
like
of
first
the PS1?
3, 4, whatever they were.
What an interesting choice.
I hope they made additional polygons
what
for,
an interesting
for Laura's
choice.
chest, because man, it's a triangle.
Oh,
I mean,
you bet your ass I could
trapezoid,
cut
I
glass,
guess.
honestly.
Let me tell you this. I mean, it's going to be in English from the get-go, so I could probably enjoy this and do some dishes
That's when
at
you
the same
turn
time.
it on.
I didn't
That's
want
when
to
you
say
turn
anything
it on
like,
in Japanese and you're like, fuck the English.
I'm going to turn it
just
on in
reversed it.
Japanese.
Dude,
and watch the dishes.
I did that with Edge Runners. I'm pretty sure it was either Edge Runners or another one where I was like, I won't watch this in the Japanese.
You know, I watched a full episode of Invincible in Japanese. This isn't that bad, but I don't want to keep like doing this. I was like, the English voice acting is
Reading
already
is
good enough.
hard.
This ain't that bad. Turns it immediately back to English. I'm not doing this.
Oh, J.K. Simmons is Omni-Man, dude. I'm not gonna miss out on that.
On my fucking tempo,
Oh,
Neiman.
Neiman.
Say the line, Bart. Say
The
it.
line.
Say it.
Yeah, I mean, I
We're
definitely
going to be
think.
shitting perfect 400s.
God damn it. I don't know how it gets me every time.
I think Lara Croft has definitely been shafted, especially by its creators, the people who buy it. I think she's just been done so dirty.
Like,
so
the general vibe I've gotten, especially when they release those new games for what, like PS4, right?
it's like
like-
PS3. Then they got a definitive remaster for PS4. The trilogy that
It just seems like, at some point it's just like you got to stop. You know what I mean? Like you've taken this property, you've already done your remake stuff, and that's
Lara Croft always felt to me like, hey, what if we like overly sexualized the character and made a video game around it? I don't know if that's how you guys feel about it.
No.
Like not with the newer versions, like the whatever they're called, the what is it, Legacy?
no, like the remake. No, I guess
not
the new
remakes, the
new
like new old ones now, because
Okay.
they're like 10 years old
Yeah.
at this point.
So I guess you would call it the reboot.
Yeah.
The rebooted,
okay, the reboot.
the Laura reboot.
So, but like, I feel like those original games were like, what if we just put a hot female character doing fun stuff to do in a video game?
Do you remember?
Yeah, that's probably the idea for it.
Yeah, so it's
Sherm,
like,
Sherm, you said you played a little bit of the reboot.
Yeah,
Do you
I
remember
played-
when she died?
I played through the first one. Oh man, Laura gets fucked up a lot.
Oh, does
it's
she?
like, oh, you missed a quick time event. How about steel rebar through your fucking stomach?
Or
Oh,
her
Or
head
no, that's
comes-
just at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, head comes off. She'll get like
like
impaled full of spikes.
Miss,
So
she
like-
gets so fucked up. Holy shit!
You miss some quick time events, or you accidentally fall. She gets
Fucking Laura's
fucked,
dead.
dude.
this sounds like in the same vein as like I don't know about the new RE4, but like the original, where there was so many like different death animations for a bunch of different things. That's kind of what that seems like. in
I
a
would
way.
equate it to like They accidentally started like looking into Mortal Kombat fatalities.
They
Yeah,
just stumbled into it.
Literally, like Laura gets so fucked in some of these situations. Like the beginning of the game is you falling down a giant fucking like crevice.
Yeah.
She just lands and steel rebar straight through the fucking stomach.
Ugh.
Yeah,
And it's like, well, you gotta walk around like this for most of the first part
Yeah.
because stomach's just fucked. She probably lost her fucking kidneys or something.
And then they took that idea and just kind of kept it
Yeah.
throughout the
Oh,
rest. Like,
no,
well,
like
what if she
once
had her
you
head
actually-
chopped off?
once she actually does
It's like
die
quick-
when you fuck up.
Quick time
when it's a
event.
non-scripted event.
Quick time event of you falling through a forest in a parachute. You miss one. She just smacks a fucking tree.
Oh.
Just dead.
I
yeah,
see.
and
Yeah.
for some reason the tree is just like deforested and it's full of spikes and
Yeah, that's right.
It's a death tree.
Yeah, we specifically designed this death tree in case Laura came by and missed
I think
the quick
even the
time.
developers came out afterwards, after the first game, were like, yeah, I think we went too far.
I think we went a little far in some places.
I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I appreciate that they went through the effort of doing that, but I look at those games and I don't think gnarly death animations.
Why not?
You know what I mean?
It adds realism to this Lara Croft video game.
I fucking
she's
guess.
raiding
Put in the
tombs.
death tree.
She's raiding tombs. What do you expect? It's the curse of Tumantut or
Man,
whoever.
we were really obsessed with like fucking stealing things in movies for a while there, like
Well, like
like Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, fucking
national
steal
treasure.
the Declaration of Independence.
fucking
What are we gonna steal?
The Ocean's movies, like
Ben.
we really just ran the gambit of let's steal some shit, and
Steal
make a,
everything.
make a movie about it.
like Mission Impossible, I guess, in a way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Never seen any of those movies.
Neither have I.
Well, talking about good movies,
Godzilla -1,
we liked it.
trash. I hated it the entire time, not just right at the end.
Like, man, what a good ass fucking movie. And I love that, like, when we look back on it, we ended up watching the non-colored version
The
as
black and
opposed to
white one?
the normal one.
Didn't it? It almost kind of felt like we were watching a 50s movie.
Like, it's kind of weird, but like, at first I noticed that was a black and white, but like my brain really didn't care pretty
Yeah.
early on. I was just like,
I told him, like, it's going to be so interesting. You go 50 years in the future and people go, oh, when was this movie made? Like in the 50s, 60s, you know, back before they had color? No, 2024.
Yeah,
or
they
2023.
They just decided to color grade it in black and white. They just felt like it.
Like, I personally would have liked to see it in color just because my fucking ADHD brain, but it was still good. I enjoyed it.
I rewatched it in color. It's really good.
yeah, I'm not surprised.
When he
I
does
can see the cells on her neck now that they're in color.
Yeah.
Did you actually see that? when you watched
No.
it?
She's just hurt. But yeah, it's a good ass movie. Like,
Oh yeah, solid.
Until the end. And then I was pissed.
Oh, just quickly for the listeners here. So we watched Godzilla -1 and The Boy and the Heron in the same day. Guess which one we liked more?
The Boy and the Heron. It was a fantastic movie.
Don't lie to them.
we were
Don't-
so hyped for Godzilla, dude.
Oh,
I was
dude.
fine until the end, and then the ending happened.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, when
But,
she-
I mean, that's what I mean though. Like in comparison,
Dude,
like
she was like 10 feet away from Godzilla, and she's fine.
she's okay.
Yeah.
She's got a little
Just
breeze.
Throw more suits on
but-
her from fucking Kaiju number 8. That'll fix her.
Bury her in those.
So that's right. We just stack enough suits up.
But like,
They'll
I mean,
fix her internal organs.
I was excited to see the movie, but like, I adored it like all the way through. Like I was fully engaged in what was going on.
I fully adored it. I loved it all the way until the end. I think that's the only problem I had with it. But aside from that, I would give it like high 8.5 out of 10. Like, it is such a good movie.
Yeah, I give it about an 8.
Especially
I'd say.
like when a lot of the newer Godzilla stuff from the like MonsterVerse has just been like, hey, two monsters just kind of punching each other.
Is this where I bring up my hatred for the design of Godzilla?
Oh, I mean, feel free to touch on it if you want.
Godzilla just looks goofy, and I can't get over the fact that his dumb T-Rex arms are. Man, just give me just give my boy some sleekness to him. Give him some fucking reach. Fucking cut down on them thunder thighs a little bit. Make my boy get in there, because otherwise he just kind of
Make my boy get in there.
Dude, he waddles. Come on, he waddles around.
Yeah, you've seen his
I
fucking
understand.
thighs, his childbearing hips.
I understand this is just a carryover from Tokusatsu. I'm surprised I said that right the first time.
I'm so proud of you, Sherm.
Like,
So
I
proud of you.
understand it's throwbacks from when, or like it's the design from when it was just a dude in a rubber suit. Give my boy some action. Give him some long
Give him
arms.
some action.
Like, you can keep the tail. I'm not necessarily a fan of the spikes all the way up the back. Sometimes they look goofy to me. I want a sleek, slim, fucking get him in there. Give my boy some fucking
Get him
movement.
In there. Get him in there. No, I know what you mean. I mean, now granted, like, I don't know your opinion, Jose, per se, on his design. I didn't really mind it too much.
I don't
like,
mind it.
I
I
thought
think
it looked solid.
I think
it's the best version that you're gonna get of that, where it's like the old style of Godzilla.
Well,
Old
I mean,
Godzilla
there's
meets
that.
newer guy. At least he's not Shin Godzilla with a weird mouth at the end of his tail.
There's the 1998 Godzilla.
When am I
with
getting
Matthew Broderick
my
in it.
Godzilla?
That's a lot of fish.
Can I get Robo Godzilla? Can we put him in a mech
Mechagodzilla?
suit? Yeah, can we put him in a fucking mech suit?
They did that in Kong versus Godzilla.
I can't wait to see who.
Put him in a mech suit?
I can't wait till I see who he drifts with.
Did you not?
It's gonna go crazy.
You didn't see Kong versus Godzilla. They
Nope.
did that. They did that.
Now, when you say they did that, do you mean like they actually made Mecha Godzilla,
Yes.
or they put him in a mech?
Yes.
Okay, because I was only gonna like one of those.
You can't say yes to both questions. That's not how this works.
No. They made Mecha Godzilla,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
somebody put on a helmet, and then he controlled the kaiju. But it turned out that
No, you got to be in the robot, man.
no,
Then it's a robot and it's not a mech.
Oh yeah, no, it's not a mech. It's a robot that's being controlled
Mech
elsewhere.
has to have the pilot inside. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so Mecha Godzilla.
Look, I don't remember if he was in the robot or not.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's a shitty Godzilla.
He was being
movie.
controlled.
So
Sure.
I mean, what I wanted to do with this is just basically be like, look, Godzilla -1. When I put this on here, it was gonna go on Netflix. By the time we came around today, because this was a week ago, it already has been on Netflix and has been the #1 movie on Netflix for like the past few days. So people are loving this. Like some people it's their first watch to a Japanese Godzilla. Even some people are like, oh, this isn't fully Japanese. Like they watched it. There's also a dub version, which I don't recommend, but apparently the dub is good. It's by a bunch of famous actors, but
Okay.
it is what it is. If like you watch your foreign media dub, like go ahead and do that.
Oh,
but,
I can't be bothered to read this garbage. Give it to me in my native tongue.
yeah,
Yes,
but like,
I have dishes to wash. Okay.
but even people that are like watching it dubbed in English are like, that was really good, and they're wondering where it fits in the like MonsterVerse timeline, and somebody has to be like, hey, this ain't that.
Can we,
Just enjoy the movie.
when is Hollywood or other film related regions going to get over the fact that not everything has to be in a universe?
They don't understand that. Sorry, Sherm.
That's a good question, Sherm.
Can't be bothered.
It's almost like standalone movies.
Really
exist
worked
and it
out
can be
well
good.
for Marvel. I mean, they were doing the best out of anyone, and man, look where that got them.
They fumbled the bag trying to make us watch like
Yeah,
30
do you want to
30 different shows that are
Do you want to
subpar.
watch Loki? It's
Do you want
like
to watch
maybe.
Hulk?
Do I want to watch a
No, I kind
What's the full name? She-Hulk Attorney at Law or something like that.
She-Hulk?
I didn't bother.
This is
man.
only
I
bad.
loved when she twerked.
This
I really
is only
liked that
bad
scene.
because the misogynists don't like it.
No, look, even me, who is a She-Hulk fan, because I think
I just
She-Hulk
hate-
is fucking beautiful.
I hate the fact that they always fucking do that whenever it's a female-led thing. Like you saw it with the female Ghostbusters movie where it's like, misogynists in their basement are mad that there's an all-female Ghostbusters. And it's like, no, you go watch that. You tell me that's a good movie. You can't.
Okay, but Ghostbusters...
Female Ghostbusters is garbage.
The only Ghostbusters I've seen is Chris Hemsworth as whatever character
yeah,
he played
it's
in that
garbage.
Ghostbusters. That's
yeah.
the only Ghostbusters
Oh,
I've ever
well,
seen.
someday we're watching original Ghostbusters because that's like a nine out of 10.
Like I watched some clips, just out of curiosity, with Chris Hemsworth like doing his thing in that movie.
Yeah.
I liked him. He was charming. He was a himbo. Just a
Exactly.
big old himbo.
yeah.
Okay, so moving on from all that, want to give a special shout out to
I
God
can't
damn
read
it.
kanji. Can you let me
damn
know
it.
what that says?
I don't know what it says.
What?
It might be right here.
Yeah, it says go watch Godzilla -1. It's pretty good. That's what it
So,
says.
want to give a shout out to anime director Akari Shigiono. Correct me.
Akira Shigano.
Shigano.
Shigiano.
He passed away at the age of 70, probably surrounded by loved ones. Hopefully, that's how you'd want to go. But some of his most notable work: Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Yokai Watch.
Oh, he did Crayon Shin-Chan. Okay.
Oh, he was involved with Yokai Watch as well.
Yep, Sailor Moon Crystal. Yep.
So, let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
Sidebar. Which would you prefer we have gotten, Pokemon or Yokai Watch? Like, as kid, like, you have to pick one series that took off. Would you rather have Yokai Watch or Pokemon?
So, younger me was actually into Pokemon for a time.
Yeah.
But, like, I think Yokai Watch is kind of charming. So, I would probably prefer Yokai Watch.
Fair enough. Sidebar over.
All right, but shout out to that man. Hopefully, he catches up with Akira Toriyama and that other voice actor we brought up on Snake Way. So, I don't know if you remember that.
That's
you brought
from
that
different universes. He can't be on Snake Way.
Sure.
What?
up. No,
you
I
guys
think
are trying to bend the rules of canon. That's
No,
not
no.
how it works.
I think
He
I
can get reincarnated in Crayon Shin-Chan world.
No, but he didn't get hit by truck hunt, so he can't get reincarnated.
Well, then how did Akira
Well,
Toriyama get there?
did the seventh prince get hit by a truck and get reincarnated in the
No,
same
he
world?
got killed.
Please
in
stop
this-
bringing up trash.
No. What I'm saying is, like, in the first episode, I brought up the voice actor who died that I kept mispronouncing his name too, and Sherm was like, he's on Snake Way with Akira Toriyama.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Different
so,
universes? That doesn't make any sense.
So now all three of
couldn't
of
have
them
been
are
me.
out Snake Way.
Seeing how as you listen to the previous episodes, Jose, I'll believe you.
Yeah. I mean, I had
I
to.
did not, and I'm saying I never said that.
I will
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have no opinion
pull
now.
up
So
receipts. Anyways,
You have
shout out
receipts?
to that man.
Shit, I can't beat receipts.
or the timestamps.
All right, so
No, not
this
the
last
timestamps.
one, I didn't watch anything besides that
Yo, is that Precure?
Precure where they
Yo.
were all grown up and stuff.
So, as a quick little side note, so I watched like random episodes, and I think most of the ending portion of that Precure like spinoff or whatever with
Yeah.
you, Jose. Man, what an interesting little show that was. Let me tell you, dude. The funniest fucking part was, I think it was like early on in the season where there's this one like evil entity, I guess is the best way I could describe it, and it's a fucking dog. And in the same goddamn episode, they like cut back to a flashback of them seeing the dog like at least 4 times.
Because she was so struggling with figuring out whether she wanted to like become a magical girl again or not.
Viewer, do you remember the dog?
Is
But do you
Precure
remember the dog?
good?
It's for little girls. Like
Never mind.
Precure is one of these that is like it's directed mainly towards little girls, but otakus and you know people that are into moe culture, they're gonna hang on to this like it's their like their life depends on it, which is why our topic for today, magical girls.
So it's
the only
also
reason
it's not how you count to 1,000. I'm sorry, you can't have fucking 17 different fucking series that all
Jose.
count to 1,000.
It's the ultimate struggle to get the tab open.
well, okay. I mean, I guess in a franchise, so I don't know if they're counting like all of Precure as 1,000, but apparently Toei back in the day, and this will be like in my thing, used to have a whole different franchise, and they called like Mojack, which were apparently kind of magical girls. It was kind of like it predated this. It predated Precure.
You have to do what? Why? Oh, can we talk about how Riot's fucking fighting game got renamed to 2K? Fuck, what was it? It's so bad.
The League of Legends guy.
Yeah, it was originally Project L, and then they renamed it to 2K 2XKO. It's such a terrible fucking name.
Wait, they were making like what? They're like a Street Fighter s.
Yeah,
type of
have
thing?
you never seen this? Hold the video.
I might have. Hold on.
Yeah, you got your boy Yasuo and Darius and Echo and Jinx. Just look up 2K or 2XKO. Yeah. Project L. I was bringing up the fact that the Riot fighting game got renamed to fucking 2XKO. And
Who's
it's
this done by?
Wait, there's a Riot fighting game?
Yeah.
Yo, okay, I'm interested. I'm picking up.
I think this might be developed in-house because they
This-
bought the software.
This looks like Ark.
Yeah, I don't think Arc did it though.
Huh.
That's too bad. Ark definitely knows how to fucking make a fighting game.
So basically, like they acquired, because if you remember on the Bombcat or on the Super Best Friend cast a long time ago, they talked about like a button fighting game where it was like you just had buttons and they were on cooldown.
I don't.
I think it
remember
might have
that.
been called Project L a long time ago.
Okay, that sounds semi-familiar.
So they bought Project L, shut it down because they were going to make something with it. Riot did. Then they revealed they're making a fighting game, and then I was totally fine with the name. Project L, fine. Could have done better. You know what they renamed it to?
What'd they call it?
2XKO. 2XKO. Why? I'm gonna punch the motherfucker that decided to change that name. Like, I'm not even saying Project L was a good name.
Like, I'm gonna punch him in the mouth.
Nah, dude, like, you gotta lay some people out sometimes when they make dumbass decisions. Yeah, I'm gonna name it 2XKO.
I don't like the name. Why didn't they stay with Project L? It sounds fine.
Yeah, you could have picked a different name. Just made it League of Fighters. No, wait, that's already a thing. Maybe that's why they were like, well, we could call it League of Oh, wait, someone typed that into Google? Nope, not available.
Okay, we're out of ideas. Time to go with
right.
your suggestion, John.
Legends of Fighters. That can't be taken.
So let's start off.
We clapped.
We are
clapped.
Magical Girl fans. Are we
Are
not?
we?
I mean, I am. I'm definitely a
The
big Magical
genre
Girl.
is fucking dog shit. Let me talk.
Polar opposites.
Let me talk
here.
to you.
Oh, okay, fine. I'm listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing a bit from wrestling right now.
Oh, okay.
You don't know.
No.
Popular wrestler LA Knight comes out and he says, "Let me talk to you." And then his, you know how people used to chant "what" after everything Stone Cold said?
Oh, yeah.
His is "yeah" with that inflection. You gotta add the inflection to it, otherwise it doesn't work.
I see.
Yo, log into your manga decks. Remember me. Oh, now you gotta log in next time. Anyway,
God, I saw the key and immediately thought it was fucking Loser Ranger again.
let me talk to
Yes.
you.
Yes. Okay.
Symphogear, garbage.
Okay. So
Don't,
sure.
Don't watch
As a
magical-
veteran Symphogear fan,
I'm gonna get them so deep in that they think I hate this garbage and then reel them back in.
There you go. Yeah.
What are we talking about? Symphogear, awful.
Yeah, Symphogear. So how many seasons had you watched? Like
five seasons. Most of them 12. A couple of them probably 24.
So I need to ask you legitimately, I forgot your reason. So why did you end up committing that much time to Symphogear?
Okay, so
it was like sunk cost.
There's a whole overarching story. I was watching Garnt's video. It was one of the seasons of anime, and he said all those Symphogear fans keep trying to get me to watch it, and then he's like, I'm never gonna do it. And then he plays a clip, and it's a really good. It looks good. The animation's good, and I'm like, that looks good. And then I watched it, and it was garbage.
And then you watched everything available at the time.
Well, yeah, because I had to get to the part because there were already like 3 seasons.
Are you saying Symphogear is a magical girl show?
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Absolutely.
They do not bring up Symphogear as a magical girl.
Bring up Kiriko's transformation right now. We're gonna watch it live on pod.
We're already.
Nope. Watch it live on pod. Come on. I have to show you that this is Magical Girl.
Oh, is this
Kiriko.
Death 13?
Yep. This is the one redeeming factor about Symphogear.
The only one it gets.
MPHO. Yeah. You got it. You're right
like
there.
Symphony.
Videos. Yeah, right there. Top one. Let's go.
You've shown me this.
You forgot your linker.
I've seen this. You've shown me this.
Yeah, Magical Girls.
Jose, I love that you like immediately knew. You're just like, yeah, no, I've seen this already.
This was really just an excuse to watch this again.
Hey, that's fine with me. I mean, it's a good transformation sequence.
So Magical Girls.
Yeah, Magical
classified by usually a transformation sequence.
Is this you leaning into Kill la Kill being a magical girl show?
No, I'm just saying, yeah, this isn't even the best part. Salem loves the best part.
We're getting there. No,
not even the feet.
Nope.
Trust me. So she's Death 13.
We're literally almost there.
Can't believe they spent this much money.
That shit kills me, dog. That shit kills me. But yeah, there we go. That's the good shit, man.
So Death 13, the X being 10, and the 3 fingers she's holding up is 13.
Yeah, I love that because she fucking strikes the pose and then shows it, and it's like, yeah, all right.
So Magical Girls.
Yeah, so Magical Girls.
Usually, traditionally a transformation sequence, and then they're just fighting crime.
So that's where you're wrong.
Solving Scooby-Doo mysteries.
I've actually, in the past week, looked into what's Magical Girl. This version,
what is a Magical Girl?
So this that we just watched, girl transforming into a very high sequenced transformation sequence. Not even in the vein of a Yu Yu Hakusho or a Dragon Ball or a Naruto transformation.
Yeah. Kamen Rider.
This is brand new because apparently Magical
Rider. Huh? What is Kamen Rider?
What is Kamen Rider? Good question, sure.
So
we don't
actually, I'm glad you brought up Tokusatsu. Tokusatsu keeps coming up. Tokusatsu inspired the Magical Girl transformations because
what really?
Here I want to make this like 5 minutes. I'm not gonna read all this to you. I'm gonna TLDR a lot of this because I was just reading this because there's a lot of bullshit. But so apparently one of the first Magical Girl animes was back in the 1950s with Princess Knight. It was created by the Astro Boy guy.
Oh, I see.
Dude, every time I look anything up, that motherfucker comes up. He created so much bullshit. Not bullshit, because apparently it's all very well regarded, but he created a lot. And then the 2 following Magical Girl shows were this, Himitsu no Ako and Sally the Witch. One of them came out first as an anime, and then the other one came out first as a manga. It's like one premiered as a manga first, and then they got their anime second. So they kind of were right in rivalry.
That's kind of interesting. Okay.
So yeah, this was between 1953 and 1971. Took like 18 years of Magical Girls in the making. Now in the 70s, this is when you're kind of getting we're starting to see the seeds be sown of what we're going to be seeing.
So what makes them Magical Girls then in the beginning?
So apparently the concept of a Magical Girl was not a thing because this is inherently a Japanese thing. Like, by the way, the Bewitched has an anime from Japan. Like, Bewitched is an American property that was licensed out to Japan, and then Japan was like, let's just make an anime. By the way,
okay.
So they made an anime.
All right.
But like at first it was just a girl who can use magic, and that was already revolutionary in and of itself for some reason, which is probably not that hard to think about if you think about other stories like Alice in Wonderland and all this other stuff.
Women can't do things,
especially little girls.
Of course they can do things.
Nope.
In the we're not.
But you got to think about it. This is like little girls
in the kitchen.
But what?
I can't. I was gonna say a bad joke.
Well, go ahead, Sherm. Go ahead. I said my bit.
No. Why does a woman not need a driver's license?
Why is that, Sherm?
Because there's no road between the bedroom and the kitchen.
Hey-o.
Hey-o.
That's a I hate my wife kind of joke.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So okay. This one right here, Mahou Satsuki Chappie, is apparently credited as the first magical girl show where they get their wand in a fluffy animal.
Huh.
So you're kind of seeing like they keep taking things where it's like Princess Knight, Himu, Ako-chan, Sally the Witch, Bewitched, like they're all doing the one thing, and then another show will come in, use up all those elements, and it's trial and error because during this time there was quite a few things trying to there's quite a few shows trying to just formulate.
Right, of course. Like not everything is going to be gold, especially if it's like this early on into what it's doing.
Correct. And then this one right here, Majoko Megu-chan, was apparently a show for little girls, but the subject matter was apparently super adult oriented and very problematic for this day.
Don't worry, we'll talk about something like that later.
Well, okay, so right here it says the subject matter was considered too mature for young children at the time. Issues like domestic violence, substance abuse, extramarital relationships.
Domestic violence. Interesting.
Morality.
Sign the contract, Madoka.
Yeah, and you see where all stuff like this came from, and then it's this one also here, Majo.
Did you read the line that I think you read?
No, I was thinking of the Boondocks with Slickback, and he's like, "Lord, let my pimp hand strike."
I read the line of a series subtle eroticism, and I'm
like,
man, we
were in different worlds there for a second.
Yeah,
okay.
And this is also another one that's credited as being one of the first where it's it's just inherently pervy. So it's this is still aimed towards the girls, by the way, but for some reason you have these two characters just sexually harassing the main character the entire show.
It's a little odd, I'd say. It's a little interesting there. Right
here, let's see. Later Kaguru, early version of Gyaru, heroine would capitalize on Megu's sexuality. It would in fact become a hallmark of the genre. There were numerous scenes in which Megu wore sheer nightgowns throughout which her underwear were plainly visible. Rabi, Megu's adopted brother, had an arsenal of tricks aimed at catching his big sister disrobed from yanking the sheets off Megu's bed
Robbie's
in the morning.
What we're all thinking.
Yep.
Sure.
And it wasn't just him. It was also the bad guy of the show. He was also kind of the bad guy of the show kind of took it to another level. He tried to kidnap her. He hypnotized her. He once rigged the Megu's bathtub with wheels, causing it to race around the city while Megu was in the bathtub.
That's the most extra bullshit. How is that your evil master plan? I'm going to install wheels under your bathtub.
Hey, it was the 70s, man.
Just moving past the line. We already went over this, man.
So
eventually you got to keep going further.
So eventually, we get more magical girls. So this was La Belle, the magical girl. This is a reverse kind of isekai, not really, but essentially what that one did.
I can't with that name on the second one.
Oh, was it Mommy?
Oh, it's worse. Go back.
Was it Daddy?
No, go back to the tape.
Yeah, where are we here?
Creamy Mommy. Creamy Mommy. Okay,
the magic angel.
Yeah, so it was a idol.
Did you insert some hentai into this list, Jose? Are you sure?
No.
Okay, so just double checking.
Creamy Mommy also. So Creamy Mommy was an idol magical girl anime.
More times.
Yeah, just a few more times.
So it was an idol magical girl anime where a little girl got bestowed the powers of magical girl for a year, and then she grew up from 10 years old to 16, and then she accidentally wandered into an idol audition, became the best because they asked her to sing. She could sing because of the magic.
She was a fake.
This is one of those shows of its time that if you watch, you'll be like, man, this is kind of rough. But you can't give it shit because it's from the 1970s.
Right,
anyways,
it's old as fuck. Yeah.
So
you can give it shit.
So and then La Belle magical girl, main character magical girl. One night while sleeping her magical items wake her up. She sees Biscus stealing 2 magical briefcases after being pulled into Earth by Biscus. She is adopted by the Tachibanas and decides to stay until she returns home. I later found out that she brainwashes the family into thinking that she's their daughter.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
you got to do what you got to do, I suppose.
So, I mean, it's okay, but the one I really am excited for is this one.
Creamy Mommy. That's the one.
No, not Creamy Mommy. Magical Princess Minky Momo. So, while aimed at young girls with the goal of selling toys, the original series attracted a considerable number of older male fans alongside Creamy Mommy, the magical girl angel. Is credited as one of the originators of the lolicon otaku subculture. This unintended audience allegedly disgusted Ashai Productions founder Sato Toshihiko helped the show gain a 10% viewer share, leading to its run being extended from 50 episodes to 63.
Look, all I'm going to say is...
Money.
All I'm going to say is gushing over magical girls doesn't come out unless this started this way.
Correct. Now, listen to this. Episode 46 of the original series has become infamous due to its depiction of Momo dying after being hit by a truck carrying toys. By the way, in an issue of Japanese anime magazine Out, series writer Takeshi Shojo explained that this was due to the toy sponsor Poppy pulling their funding due to poor merchandise sales despite strong ratings. Furious with the decision, Asahi Productions revolted and killing the character off at the end of the episode. While the character's death was only temporary, the sequence was seen as a trailblazer that allowed later Magical Girl Productions to deal with darker themes. The episode, alongside the last, later inspired a Japanese urban legend linking the series to natural disasters.
I love pettiness. I love it so much.
Isn't that so funny? They cut their funding and they were like, fuck you, we're killing your character.
You.
By the way, the only thing that ended up happening was that Minky Momo gets reincarnated as an actual human being by the people who adopted her into the Earth.
I see.
So, and by the way, she just looks exactly the same. So there was no difference.
What a coincidence.
Exactly.
Isn't that interesting?
Oh, and Creamy Mommy and Mickey Momo had a crossover. So that's something you can actually look up. Now, as I was bringing up earlier, so we get into the 90s because this was all 80s and prior. So we get into the 90s, Sailor Moon, boom, 91. No introduction needed. But if you don't know what Sailor Moon is, Magical Girl, Team of Magical Girls, transformation sequences, very iconic. By the way, did you guys ever see the hatred that somebody was like, hey, we've corrected the color grading for the dying Sailor Moon, the 90s, because the color was wrong. So somebody went back to fix it. And then everybody was on Twitter was like, you ruined it.
That sounds like something on Twitter. Say that.
Well, yeah, it became a whole thing. But yeah, anyways, sure. The Sailor Moon is credited for what we know today as for the Precure, Madoka, stuff that basically is a magical girl and has a team. So that's basically what the Sailor Moon is credited as. Also, one of the first shows where it's hey, she becomes a god at the end kind of thing. So yeah, and it got a lot of its inspiration from Tokusatsu because it's hey, you got a team of people, then they're transforming and they become one, they become more powerful, blah, blah, blah. And then Cardcaptor Sakura was extremely popular among men in spite of the target demographics, including themes such as cosplays, boys love. I can't say that word. What is that word?
Otonoko?
Basically.
Wait, Otokonoko. Yeah,
do you know what that means?
No.
Girls have joysticks.
Oh, I see.
Femboys, let's go.
Cardcaptor Sakura, very...
and Yuri.
What does Yuri mean?
Girls love. So lesbians and gay people.
Why don't you put the boys love word in there?
This is just, I got this from Wiki. So, but yeah.
So really, giving many demographics a lot of love and interest, I see. In Cardcaptor Sakura, that's not what I expected.
Yeah.
At all.
So Cardcaptor Sakura 98 by Madhouse. By this point, we're far removed from Minky Momo. I'm pretty sure these studios know who's watching what. So they're let's just give them what they want. By the way, apparently in one of the final episodes of the original series, Cardcaptor Sakura was airing its final episode, and apparently a sumo wrestling match went into overtime, and people were recording Cardcaptor Sakura, so they had recorded their VCRs were set to record at 6, set to end at 6:30. It went on for 5 minutes longer than it needed to go. So people, if their VCR stopped recording at 6:30, they didn't see the ending.
It's
apparently people on online boards for Cardcaptor Sakura were fucking furious.
Oh, I can only imagine just how fucking angry a lot of people must have been. Dude.
Imagine you were recording Toradora and you never saw the best part of the end. You'd be so pissed.
Oh yeah. It just cuts off and you get sumo wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like when the Toradora ending started and you just went, that's it, and you just stopped watching.
Oh, yeah.
You would have been
It's like
pissed.
that one episode of Kill la Kill where they were recap episode and then I stopped watching it.
Yeah, so, but pretty much what happened after that is just basically the subgenre became new ground for different type of things. So you got Precure just went into more Sailor Moon type of stuff, but more toned down and for hit children. Magical Girl Lyrica Nohana is a spinoff of an eroge called Triangle Heart. And then we got probably the one we'd be talking about the most, Madoka Magica.
Yes. Yes. I
And
fucking
then-
love that series, dude.
Little Witch Academia
Why?
is considered.
It's good.
Little
Really
Witch
good.
Academia is
That's
considered
not
a magical girl.
That's not really a magical girl.
I know, but they like to consider it a magical girl, and so do they like to consider Kill la Kill.
Kill la Kill is a magical girl.
Fate, Khalid,
Get the fuck
Liner,
outta here.
Prisma, Ilia.
What do you mean?
You want to have this fight now?
It's not much of a fight. Like, I know where you're coming from. I don't see it.
Which one?
Well, you're wrong.
Kill la Kill.
Kill la Kill.
Because like I know where he's coming from. I just don't see magical girl in it. That's
You're
all I can
wrong.
really
The
say.
only thing I see that's magical girl is a transformation, but there's nothing really
But
magical
the
girl about it.
transformations aren't attributed to magical girls.
Right,
apparently.
because you also get transformations in like other stuff, so it's like it's not inherently a magical girl.
Yeah.
Plus, it's not
Gurren Lagann,
What is
Classic-
a magical girl?
classical magical girl anime, my favorite.
Oh, I see. I see.
By the way, while I was researching, it turns out that because of the 90s Sailor Moon wave, it inspired other animated shows. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever watched Witch or Winx Club. Totally my shit.
Dude, oh my god. Memories are just coming back, dude.
Did you have the same thing when I saw Totally Spies?
Totally Spies, dude.
I never
Fucking-
actually watched Totally Spies.
Dude, Totally
You're
Spies
missing
is
out.
goated.
Fucking Winx Club though? Oh dude, when I was younger
Winx
I watched
Club.
the fuck out of Winx
Goated.
Club, man. Yeah. Like the fucking I loved the opening back in the day.
Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
Powerpuff Girls
those-
as well, yeah.
Those are magical girls.
Yep.
Can't
I mean,
confirm.
freak accident, but yeah, they're magical girls. Like, they're weird. They fight a monkey. Like, come on. They fight the devil.
No, they fight Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo. I am Mojo
Wait,
Jojo.
are you talking about him? Is that what
Him.
you're talking him?
Dude,
I love that shit, man.
I feel like Christians probably got pissed when that happened.
oh, they definitely
named
did.
the devil him.
And then,
It's so I don't know why. I just love that him.
and then,
Mojo Jojo.
and then there's been a couple of like subtle flirting with magical boys, like Cute Earth Defense Club. It's just boys that turn into like they transform and they're like in skirts and stuff, but they're still boys.
Oh, is this a zombie? I watched the majority of that back in the day.
Was
you
it
know,
good?
That's a boy. It's a boy dressed up as a girl.
yeah, like literally, it's like what? It's like a magic chainsaw or something,
Some
if I remember
bullshit
correctly.
like
and
that.
he literally gets like a fucking beret type puffy hat. He gets the fucking like I think leggings and shit.
Important question. Was it good?
Okay, so this was during
Is this Horny Salem?
yeah, it was more in that era. But even so, it's all right. I wouldn't say to watch it. That's for sure.
This is what I was talking about with Magical Girl Ore.
Yo, what is going on here,
like,
dude?
this
Look
is-
at these bros.
This is pre.
no, it's
That's-
no way.
Yeah, this is her when she's not
Brother.
transformed. That's her when she's transformed. They just.
This is insane.
It's just
dude.
JoJo characters.
Oh my god.
By the way, their mascot is a Yakuza man.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh, this might be all right. This might be all right.
And like
man.
I was,
don't know.
and like I,
I
was,
expect a full report on this on Monday.
and like I was telling you guys,
I expect this on my desk, 9 a.m.
like I was telling
My
you guys,
fucking tempo, Neiman.
the fifth episode is just like them trying to figure out how they're gonna turn in a manuscript for the next Magical Girl episode, and it becomes a Godzilla parody. It's
Dude,
so funny.
That sounds pretty good. And this was what 2018.
Yeah, it was
that came out?
2018.
Damn, dude. Okay.
Now-
could you pull up is this a zombie or whatever real quick? I just want to get my point across about like the character design. Yeah, that one. Okay, so the girl you're seeing right there is like that's the character's like actual form, I suppose. But the fucking dude literally like takes her chainsaw and like turns into that, but like him. So yeah, I don't remember it being very good. Yeah, that dude. Yeah.
He's a whole boy, and then he turns into a whole girl. And like, does he turn into a girl, or is he just a boy in girl's clothing?
Oh, he's still a guy, but
Okay.
he's rocking the outfit though with the chainsaw.
Doing really well.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
But in any case, yeah.
I watched Madoka Magica because you guys were like, because I recommended, because you were like Magia Record last week. You didn't watch any romance because you watched Magia Record.
There's romance in Magia Record.
Boo.
Well, it possibly could be. It's possible. Well, yeah. Well, because like when Sherm and I were talking briefly, like on the way back to my place, Magia Record got brought up, and I think Sherm asked me if like I'd watched it or whatever, and it's like, well, I watched like an episode or two, I think, but I never completed it. So that night I turned it on, and then I just started binging that shit, and I ended up completing season 1 of Magia Record, and I like Sherm and I have our problems with it,
Yeah,
but
a lot of problems.
at least from what we discussed before, I did enjoy it though, even though there are some issues with it. But yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Madoka Magic. It's like at this point, we're going to talk about Madoka Magica and we're going to spoil it. People should not listen further because this is definitely one of those shows that they have to experience in blind, especially if you're not an anime fan and you're kind of thinking of maybe getting into it. If you've gotten to episode 6 and still not watched anything and you're thinking like, what should I start with? Madoka Magica, because if you can stomach Game of Thrones, if you can stomach any of this other like Western stuff that's been coming out, Madoka Magica will be a breath of fresh air. You will never know you needed it. Okay, so I actually have a doc here for you guys. So I decided to document. Yeah, I decided to document my experience with Magia Records.
No,
Madoka. With Madoka? You documented your experience?
Yes. So
it's a 10.
So Madoka.
Let's see.
Here we go. Madoka's family's balling. Two sinks for familial bonding time because, you know, you got to have a conversation while brushing your teeth. Madoka's mom, makeup set, looks OCD as fuck. At 7 minutes and 30 seconds, she finally puts the bread in her mouth.
Look, man, her mom is fucking styling and profiling. She has a routine. Mom
wears the pants. There's a killer. There's a character that I've never seen in any promotion material, and she'll be written off. This is the first episode, by the way. It was the girl who liked the friend. I can't remember her name. What the fuck is up with what the fuck is with these window classrooms? I'd definitely be goofing. Akemi is fucking blazed during her introduction.
Do you have opinions that aren't jokes?
Do they live in 3024?
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
So no, I really enjoyed it. I do have opinions that aren't jokes, but like this was a lot of like what I was. Trio finale just means final shot. She was speaking Spanish.
So I enjoy that you wrote right there. The music slaps. Respect.
Music slaps.
Does. It fucking hits, man.
What do you guys think? Like, dude, I don't know if you've ever played. You guys, I know you guys have never played God Eater, but there's some music in God Eater that I heard from here, and I was like, holy shit, that's so God Eater.
Does it have like really strong like female vocals in it and stuff?
Yeah, like the ending after spoiler alert, mommy dies. Actually, what the fuck kind of death was that?
What do you mean?
Stupid as fuck.
What do you mean?
No, she just stands there.
We can, brother. Okay, I can get into this.
Defend it.
I can. Okay, so
we can't have them watch things we like.
Okay, so like literally when she uses her finisher, I'll call it, I guess, when she uses her finisher on Charlotte the Witch, right, the little doll. So when she shoots Charlotte's like, I guess you could say real body, like shoots out of the mouth of the doll. You literally see Charlotte moving so fucking fast, there's like barely any time, and then it catches her. That's what happens.
Do we want to rewatch that?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, because I feel
pull it up right now.
Yeah, I actually watched the clip earlier today.
Okay, because I feel she stands there,
brother.
What? I was just curious. I wanted to see other people's reactions to Madoka, so I watched.
Were you watching reactions to Madoka?
Yeah, okay. I wanted to see the mommy scene.
I do like watching people's reactions to things I like. Spoilers.
Oh, did they put the Persona music in the background?
That is exactly what.
I was about to say. This sounds a little too funky for what's going on right here.
Yeah, mute this. Might be copyright.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, big canon.
Trio finale or final shot.
Yeah, you see,
she wasn't expecting the sudden.
Yeah,
movement.
like Charlotte's moving so quick that like yeah.
Okay, but do you understand? She throughout this entire show, she's shown us that she is one of the. She moves fast. She reacts quickly. That she
thought she killed it.
Yeah, well, I mean, because like you know, she was like super high spirits. She thought she could take care of Charlotte no problem, and it's kind of funny how much she like was seemingly bodying Charlotte in this, and then that happens. But like, yeah, no, she was caught off guard. Charlotte moved so fucking quick that like you see it approaching her, and the mouth's opening in slow mo, and then it catches her head.
Okay, one more time for the road. Hits it.
Yep.
Wrap. There's enough reaction.
Yeah, she moves her head, and then Charlotte literally rushes in, and then
you guys are defending it too much. Look, it's a good
I'm
death.
Just saying
it's
what
a
I'm saying.
Death. I liked it.
You said you didn't like it though.
Was this before it slapped you over the head with existential horror, and you were like, "Yeah, everything's fine"? And
yeah. When I first watched this show back in the day, I was like,
you were
hell
like,
yeah, I'm glad mommy has a friend.
This is a fun magical girls. Everything's so cute and pretty, and then
mommy's gonna be the mentor, and she's gonna take care of them and everything, and then
makes me sad what they did to mommy and fucking Magia Record.
So did you guys when you guys first watched this, did you know she was gonna?
You mean Madoka? No, I had no idea.
I knew someone died. I didn't know it was mommy.
Like I first watched Madoka like literally back during my early anime days. Okay. So like we're talking like middle school
Salem?
Stuff. Yeah, it still was. It still was.
Horny
Someone's gonna make a chart what you watched.
Documenting my arcs
during Horny Salem era.
So
but yeah, I mean, I watched this very early on, and all I had heard was like, Madoka's like a good show. Like you look up, when you're young and you're looking up like what anime should I watch? Or whatever. Like Madoka was on there, and I'm like, okay, I'll give it a go. I mean, I've been watching Harem, so nothing's below me at this point.
Okay, literally. So when you watched, what like how in were you?
I knew it. I had no idea what happened in the show.
So I knew that somebody would go.
Yep.
And when I saw that the only magical girl around was Akemi and Mami for a good minute, I was like, it's definitely not Akemi, so it's got to be Mami. Only deduction I could make. And I think what upset me was the way she died. Because if you see, like, I understand where you guys are coming from, but for me, it's just like she could have moved. She already showed that she had fast reflexes, could like adapt to the situation, which made it even more what the fuck kind of a thing for me. So that's just like that's just a gripe I had with it. Aside from that, did you guys see that the end card for episode 2 had Humongous from Mad Max 2 in it? It was very funny to me.
I don't know. Like,
talk about Madoka.
Like, my memory of Madoka's pretty good, but if we're talking like the endings and stuff, like I remember the fucking awesome ending that comes in after the first one. So if I remember right, the first ending for Madoka is like fairly upbeat, and then when shit starts happening, then it changes to like super fucking.
Yeah, that's Humongous. And that's at the end of episode 2 end card. So I thought that was really funny. I was like, I see where they're kind of getting. I was like, they're kind of hitting you with the trolling. They're kind of hitting you with the like, haha, we're making jokes too. But yeah, you're right. Like this show,
they have good taste. He looks cool. It's just a shirtless guy with a mask on.
Yeah, unfortunately in Mad Max he does not have assless chaps. But this was a pretty good show. Like these were some of the gripes I had with it. Now I had more good to say, but I wrote down the bad things because I thought they were funny. Anyways, it's a great 9 to me. I loved it. It was great. So if you guys are saying that Maggio record does not hit or even come close to, if you guys are saying that it goes from a 9 to like a 7 or 6, then I don't even want to attempt Maggio record.
I would call it a 7, but I mean,
crazy.
Again,
you're crazy, brother.
But I mean, honestly, like, I mean, what, you haven't watched Rebellion yet, right?
I got like 20 minutes in.
Okay. I'd say watch Rebellion for sure. But
which one's Rebellion again?
That's the movie that was like the continuation of.
Was it the one where someone becomes a witch?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. We watched that together.
I don't remember Rebellion, but it was good.
And if you guys didn't know, there's a 4th movie coming out this year.
Yeah, dude. Like literally, since I was watching Maggio record, I looked up information on it. So I'm like, when is this shit coming out? So I didn't find anything too concrete, but I watched the actual trailer because I watched the teaser back when.
Yeah.
I watched the actual trailer and I'm like, oh my god, this music's fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
I know, I'm really excited for it. I hope it comes out soonish. It'd be great if it was this year at some point, but I haven't seen anything too concrete.
What's upsetting is that maybe I'll put like an end card disclaimer. It's like we're gonna talk and spoil Maggio record at this point, but
I don't really want to talk about Maggio record.
Oh, sorry. Am I on the right track to you guys? Say somebody who's never watched any anime. They maybe avoid it because of the stigma.
I would not start them on Madoka.
I wouldn't either, no.
So what magical girl would you guys start them off with? Sailor Moon Crystal?
I would not start them on Magical Girl at all. Like, it's going to turn them off immediately.
Like, I don't know. When it comes to Magical Girl stuff, and I mean, it's the only way I could, like, make a symmetrical point to it is kind of like Tokusatsu in a way where it's like, if you, like, catch whiffs of it, you're probably either going to be interested enough to check it out and possibly like it, or you're just going to be like, no, this just isn't for me. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Do you think something like Cardcaptor Sakura could maybe get them in?
How many episodes of Cardcaptor are there?
There's like a couple
on Crunchyroll, because I was trying to actually watch Cardcaptor Sakura, but I was telling Trim this before, but when I tried watching it, there was an error. There was like, I think 51 listed, but I'm sure there's probably more as well. But on Crunchyroll, at least with Cardcaptor, it was like 51, and I don't know if that was like season.
I think that's the only reason I haven't watched Cardcaptor is because it's long.
That's the thing too.
There's a bunch of filler in it, and I think at the time they were writing the manga and the show was running, so they ran out of stuff and they started like, you see where I'm going.
Oh yeah, it's a FMA
the Full Metal
situation.
It's the FMA situation where I think they should come back and remake Cardcaptor, but you'd lose something because I've said this before. I adore that 90s, early 2000s aesthetic. So if you remake it, you're gonna lose a little bit of something. Just like Sailor Moon Crystal, I enjoy that it's like 101 of the manga, but it did lose a little bit of that 90s aesthetic to it.
I understand where you're coming from on like the charm standpoint of it for sure. It's just,
but that shouldn't deter you from watching it.
Like a small part of me at least would hope that, like, you know, since there is plenty of material now, and if people do enjoy it, they would at least try again. You know what I mean? Like, same thing with FMA Brotherhood. Like, the manga was like either complete or near completion. They're like, okay, we have enough material, let's do this shit again, and it was a banger.
So, we at one of our first episodes, we actually reviewed Gushing Over Magical Girls. Definitely not one people should start on.
Yeah, maybe not.
That is definitely not one you want to start with.
And that's why it's kind of hard to like say, okay, so where would you start off in this specific genre? Because it's just like, how do I put this? It's inherently something that I don't think your average Joe, especially when it comes to age, is going to look at and be like, okay, this looks pretty good. I'm going to give it a shot. You know what I mean?
I think, well, not per se, but when that Minky Momo or the mommy one, what is it? Sour Mommy or whatever it was?
Creamy Mommy. How
Mommy.
could you forget?
So when Creamy Mommy or whichever one it was, when they were airing that, it's like, it's people like us who gravitate towards this kind of stuff. And we're just like, hey, the character designs are great. The story, we find it great. We're enjoying this. And then they get upset, they got upset about it at the time. It's like, oh, this is for little girls. It's like, hey, well, I'm enjoying it too. I don't know if like this is how bronies feel, but apparently.
Heard it here first, Madoka, little girls. Start them early.
Clearly.
But this list of magical girls
bring them to
includes
reality
Wonder
as
Egg.
quick as possible.
It includes like Wonder Egg Priority. Now, I never got through this series because I felt like it just kind of fell off. They kind of dropped the plot. But I do remember them, like, one of them had like a giant hammer, another one had like a giant axe and stuff like that. So I came in for that, but then it was too much kerfuffling. Now, this list right here, I might put it in the description or not, but it's got like everything magical girl, and like there's a lot on here. God damn it. There's a lot on here. But what I'm saying, like, I guess what we're saying is like this genre is very specific. Also, if you're kind of like reading manga, there's more magical girl manga out there than I guess there is anime, because there's been a lot of like magical girl manga that I've read rather than anime. Like, what is your guys' like history with magical girl? Like, I guess this is what I want to ask. Like, what do you, when you go to watch an anime and you kind of see, okay, sure, Sinfo Gear, you went into Sinfo Gear, but did you go in it for magical girl or did you go in because?
No, because it looked cool, and then it wasn't. On for it. Fucking like 5 seasons of that absolute dog shit. The music was good sometimes. They do a lot of singing sometimes.
Oh, did they actually?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
They're
on.
like
Okay.
singing idol magical girls.
So do you think somebody who's
Okay, that could be
into
alright.
idol culture would be into it, not as a?
No, probably not.
Idol culture is a
Yeah,
whole can of
like
worms.
if you're gonna get into idol stuff, you'd have to look at like, I don't know, like Oshinoko or like Zombieland Saga, something like that.
Yeah, the the Idol Master stuff. If that's
Is that good?
no idea.
I need one of us to deep dive so that way we can tell the other one.
If I do it, you can't be mad at
so
what I bring back.
I can, but the problem is that I will not consume anything else if you put me on this path. So keep in mind,
You can't be trusted anyway.
but I'll hold the answers of Idol Master.
Because the designs look good, but I always go.
they do.
I always go. How much Idol Master is there? That's too much Idol Master.
There's too much shit, dude. Like games, the actual like animated like adaptations of stuff. Like if I got curious enough and I was put on this path, I could, but it's gonna take so much fucking time.
Yeah.
Dog.
Here's another one that actually got an anime that I completely forgot about. Blue Reflection Ray, that Blue Reflection video game. That was a magical girl. That was a magical girl video game, and I've never come across another one.
Well, so because I know you like Blue Reflection, and I got a little curious about it myself. But when it comes to the anime, though, so like, is this from the game, or is this like an in between thing, or
It's kind of like, I guess, Magia Record.
it's like a kind of a spin-off type thing?
Side story. It like takes place in the same universe. Characters are mentioned and like drop. But yeah, like, okay, in my opinion, I think Magical Girl is one of the best subgenres of this anime that I could ever deep dive, because there are some people that do some really funny stuff, and then you just get like the old shit that like has been around forever. Like, Sherm over here telling me Kill la Kill is Magical Girl. Now, I will say
It is.
no and yes.
Yeah, that's where I'm standing. Like, I see it, but just in my brain, I don't look at Kill la Kill
You're
and
fucking crazy. She's even got a
I guess I'm
cute
crazy.
side character that talks to her all the time in Mako.
But like, I see where you're coming from, though. Like, I understand that. It's just I can't see it as one. It's just like,
Talking about, there's so many transformations.
yeah.
They can do magic. How do you think she makes blades on Senkets? She can't fucking do that with some other. There's no button on Senkets that goes blade mode.
I
don't-
wish there was.
Jack is back.
Doctor, turn up.
There was I don't know if you guys are you familiar with either of you familiar with Magical Girl Site?
Okay, so I watched one episode.
Brother, let me tell you, brother.
And no, I'm good. Dude, okay, I need to get this.
He's gonna rant. He's gonna rant.
So, okay, Magical Girl Site. So the only thing I liked was that the fucking like dude that provided the powers to the girls is voiced by Mayuri Kuratsuchi from Bleach. That's the only thing I like.
Also, the voice actor of Frieza.
Yes, sir.
And Caesar Clown.
Monkey.
No, but he doesn't say that in English.
But the fucking like it's so comically like cruel to the main character. Like literally like I'll just flat out say it. So literally her classmates like I think killed a cat that she had found as like a stray in like the classic cardboard box type thing. They fucking kill that. They try to like convince an upperclassman to like
R-word her?
Yes, to R-word her. And like her brother, who's like this overachieving, like fucking top tier, like ideal son, right? Like he's gonna be a doctor or some shit. He beats her up in his free time because apparently his family's expectations are too high on him, and I guess that pisses him off. So he literally like will just beat her the fuck up in his free time.
Yeah, this is.
I am now removed from any interest because this is so comically over the top cruel to her. I don't care.
You didn't like the gun?
The gun was interesting actually, because like when she shoots it, like apparently it will teleport whoever she shoots somewhere else. Am I right?
And they got ran over by a train.
Yes, sir.
That same author made another series called Magical Girl Apocalypse.
Okay, so I've read a few volumes of that manga and I enjoyed it.
So same author, different cup of tea. You didn't like shit in one, but you liked a piss.
Sure. I'll go with that. Magical Girl Apocalypse, just aesthetically and like it hit something with me. It was just really interesting. Like so many of the different like, you know, for Magical Girl Apocalypse, like the different evil magical girls, like they all have really unique, cool ass designs. Like there's one that's a parasite that will like infect people and like take over their body and shit. Like it's really cool.
Sure. I need you to tell me about the League of Legends Magical Girls, because I've thought about diving in, but I just never have. What do you know about it?
You're gonna have to be way more specific.
League of Legends Magical Girls? Don't they have that?
No, not for League of Legends.
I swear to God, you were like, this is their magical girl outfits or their skins.
I mean the Star Guardians, yeah.
Yeah, like
they have a skin line called the Star Guardians. It's like
is there any lore behind the skin line?
Oh, absolutely not.
Really?
No.
I feel like that's a missed opportunity.
No, it's like, hey man, how can we dress Lux up and you'll buy this shit because you're a fucking horny teenager? I guess. So weird. Fucking League's audience has like become like, it's no longer teenagers playing League, it's like 30-year-olds playing League because they can attract new people.
Like a lot of the people I was working with in my prior job were playing League, but a lot of them are just like we have other things to do, like other things to pay for. So League is a free game and we have a squad of 5, so let's just do that.
Yeah, I mean, I always said the best time to play League of Legends is with a group of people, because like you play by yourself, you're gonna hate yourself. Do not play League of Legends alone. That's my disclaimer on this one. Also, do not watch Symphogear. Both bad.
And I'm glad that you made that clear to me very early on when like I learned that you like knew about League and shit. Was like, just don't play it if you can.
Interact with things around League, like the music, the music they do, the Arcane season 1. Hopefully season 2 is good.
Right.
Like, do not interact with the fucking video game League of Legends. It will
interact with the fighting game.
It will fuck you up. Like, do not. It is psychological torture that someone designed for it to be that way, and you're trying to hit that dopamine receptor to keep you coming back. And I finally broke it, and I don't want to go back. No more.
I see. Well,
anyway, there's Magical Girl skin line in League of Legends.
Okay, cool. If I ever go back to League, maybe. So they consider panty and stocking with garter belt a Magical Girl?
Yeah, that's Magical Girl.
Okay.
They have a transformation
I suppose so.
Powerpuff Girls Z?
I don't know.
They have like, they turn their panties and stockings into guns and weapons.
Yeah, I remember panty and stocking.
That requires magic.
I don't know. There's just some like barrier in my head that's just like not seeing it as
stop
that.
Hating.
Stop I'm not
being
a hater.
Sherm. You're going to go sit in your shame corner.
Did I say Kill la Kill was bad?
I never asked you if it was.
Right,
I already knew the answer.
Yeah, I'm not being a hater.
It's horrible. It's the worst show I've ever seen.
Oh.
So are we in agreement that the magical girl genre is one of the... Okay, so I guess what I want to say is, like, in my opinion, the magical girl subgenre is a subgenre that is a little hard to get into.
Without a doubt, yeah.
Like, you have to be in a specific
This is your
mind frame.
15th fucking anime you watch because you're like, ran out of what looked interesting to me.
I ran out of Demon Slayer.
People talked about Madoka a lot. Let's check that out. Oh my god, it's psychological. This is perfect.
Like literally, if I hadn't when I was younger, like look up that list of like, you know, top 10 anime, you know what I mean, like on YouTube and shit, and I didn't see Madoka. Like, I'm really curious if I ever would have ended up watching it if it wasn't for like another person's recommendation.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like the number of people that talk about Madoka means that like there's something there.
Oh yeah, there definitely is.
And like I said, for
Emotional
me, Madoka,
damage.
definite
Much emotional damage.
Madoka is a definite 9 for me. It's a definite recommendation, but I guess because I give it such high praise is because I watch such formulaic stuff that I've watched quite a bit of Magical Girl that when this like became a break from all that, from what makes it the genre, you know, what makes
all that isekai.
No, like
This is a real break in what I watch.
So it's like when I watch a lot of Magical Girl stuff and then like, you know, I watch Madoka and it's like it's completely different. But if you go in as Madoka being like your 15th anime, you're kind of already knowing what you're getting into with anime. We've recommended quite a few stuff at this point, but what I'm saying is Madoka is definitely one you want to watch. I would, because of that, I have now put that in my top 5. Like I have it, like my top 5 now includes Madoka, and that's just it was just really good. If the supplementary material like this movie kind of brings it down, I'll let you guys know next week. But
the movie's fantastic.
Like,
but if the movie elevates it, like, I'll let you know.
So Rebellion. So here's the thing, right? You're gonna see
one of them's a recap movie, right?
There's two actually.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see 3 movies. The recap movies, don't bother with them. Actually, watch the show. But Rebellion is good, and it is a continuation of events.
Yep.
Won't spoil them, but it's great.
Right.
Mahou record. This is probably the last thing I'll say on the pod about it. But it's like it's a side story with a lot of fucking characters and, you know, a lot of names to remember and all that shit.
So many.
But, like, there are issues with it, and there are a lot of questions being raised. So because I've only finished season 1,
right.
If a lot of those questions are not really answered in season 2 and 3, I'm gonna like it a lot less. But, like, I kind of jive.
Well, I really enjoyed Madoka. I'm glad you guys, that's one of the ones you guys, like, what, top 3 that you guys are, Madoka, Full Metal, what's the other one?
It's not my top 3, but...
no,
like, some of the top 3 that you guys were like, Jose, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
There's a few of those.
Yeah,
Full Metal's another one. What's
Code
another
Geass,
one? Yeah, that one.
You know,
I can't think of one.
Yeah, I can think of like Full Metal.
Attack on Titan.
Sir, please calm down.
Still home to my favorite manga panel.
Great anime until we get to the basement.
Sir, calm down. So, okay, well, I'm glad I checked out Madoka. I've always enjoyed the magical girl stuff, like the Demon Girl Next Door. That's a magical girl one. Obviously, I really like the Sailor Moon manga. I didn't talk about the Sailor Moon manga, but I've been reading it. I love it. It's great. I wouldn't put it up there with Madoka because it's like the progenitor of like what the current magical girl stuff is, but it's great.
Quick side note real quick. Have you run into Dead Moon Circus yet?
Oh, God.
No. Okay.
Here we go.
I'll leave it there. I think it's a really cool name for an organization. That's all.
Okay.
All right. That's it.
All right. Well, I guess we'll kind of end it off there. Thanks for tuning in again. Magical Girl, it's definitely a newer genre. It's a genre that's continuing to evolve, I guess. But if we have anything else to say, maybe we'll bring it in passing at some point. But as of right now, this is all we kind of have to say.
Yeah, I'll bring up Magia record as time goes on, just because I'm gonna keep watching that.
Do you have anything else to say, Sherm?
Nope.
You don't have a big...
I mean, there's a lot we could talk about, but we don't have time.
Okay. We could make it a 2-parter.
I mean, we might touch on some stuff briefly in the next episode, clean up what
we can talk at a different time about it, but I don't think it needs 2 parts.
Okay.
Let's fucking go, brother.
That's Shin Megumi Tensei.
Was that the Minotaur's theme?
Yes.
I know that anywhere, dog.
Well,
you terrify me.
What do you mean?
All the time. Go sit in your shame corner.
Well, okay, so next week, I want, just to clean up, I do want to hear you guys' recommendations because I do need some more stuff to watch and I don't want to keep watching this stuff at work. So
you don't want to keep watching this?
I don't want to keep watching trash, I guess.
Yeah, stop.
So
you could just stop that normally.
Well, I need you guys to recommend me something. So
what's next on the isekai platter? Oh, 7th Demon Prince reincarnated.
He has to finish that.
Oh, of course.
All right. Well,
just
thank
get
you.
Really into harem.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Sherman and I could just list harems to watch.
Well,
I don't know if I'd recommend them, but
this is why I'm hoping my Saturdays come soon.
I remember being okay.
It's pretty good.
There's that.
Surprising, honestly.
All right. Well, you guys take care. Listeners take care. Everyone take care.
Goodbye.
That's a Drake reference.
Goodbye.
Ew.